Stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Hello, boobies.
Welcome to a meat forest.
That sounds like a fairy tale of a meat forest.
One,
Kid can't even read.
two.
Oh, good for you.
A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Welcome to the CommanderSmiths.
We are the CommanderSmiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
We are at episode 399. Lowry, we're almost at 400 freaking episodes, dude. This is kind of crazy.
That's fun.
Episode 4. Yeah, so we were one away. Do we have anything planned for 400? No. It's probably going to be a secret lair. Speaking of secret lair, we had that today.
We tried to make it this one, but they did it. No info leading up to the one today, and that sold out an hour and a half. So 40, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, that was.
So it happened.
Okay.
It looks amazing. Okay, I think.
Well, let's just go to it. We're getting right to the things.
They showed us like 12 of the 26 cards, right?
Yeah. No, they didn't even. They showed us like 5 of the 26 cards before it went live. Like
no, well, but we saw original 6.
Yeah.
And then we saw another 5, right?
No. We saw 5, and then they popped in a 6th one, which was, but we thought it was City of Brass. It was the Vesuvia land. Let's see if we can go backwards. It was, which these are good cards, man.
Okay, I haven't even seen. I have Xantia. Cool. Wasteland.
Oh, you didn't see? Yeah. So
this. No, I haven't looked through this. Vesuva.
Yeah. So
that is a bummer. It wasn't City of Brass,
right?
But Vesuva's cool.
It looked like, by the art when you couldn't see the bottom part, it looked like this is City of Brass. It's like totally what City of Brass is. But so I kind of was saying it on the Discord. I'm like, I wonder if they're just testing to see if they give us 0 spoilers and see if it sells out. Well, what it freaking did was the site went down. So as soon as it went, so the hour before the thing goes live, they allow you to see it, like everything, what bundles you have and all that stuff. But you could not click on this to look at any of the cards because everybody was trying. Look at that Urza Saga, man.
That does look gorgeous.
It looks amazing. So you could even click on it for, I think it was 50 minutes. It was like 5 or 10 minutes before it was supposed to go live. And then they're like, well, we're having issues, so we're going to delay it 15 minutes, which has never happened. We've been doing secret layers for 5 years now. I think it was 2020 or 2019 when that started. And this is the first time they've had to delay it. And then they delayed it again. So then it went from 9:15. Well, for us, sorry, not 9:15. I was using what they did. 11:15 for us. Then it went to 11:45. And
so they added another half hour.
Yeah, so 45 minutes late, there's that Phyrexian altar. I think that one's going to be damn sweet. Yeah. And then if you weren't doing the whole, what they told you to do is put something in your cart and then just put anything in your cart. So key for you guys, I almost said Team Force Walk like I was all about it. Chris, you almost got me there, but I'm going to get you this.
Hashtag Team Force Walk.
Get the fuck out of here. So if you don't, if you don't know, the little trick that they told everybody to do is put something in your cart that's currently during that hour before it goes live, and then go to checkout. You'll be mixed in with the lotto stuff, and then when you go through the line, you can go back and get rid of stuff out of your cart and add things to your cart. You have 10 minutes to change things around. So that's the key to do it. And I had 14 different ones going because I was like, I want to make sure I get this one. So one thing that a Discord member said was use the incognito on your web browser, and that gets you another one that you can do. So that helped out. But, Myrel, that one's going to be – this one, I know a lot of people are like, I wish Mox was in this spot. But Myrel there – she's only had the one printing, and
what were they hoping that the M would be?
Like a Mox, like that wouldn't work out.
I mean, I am pretty happy with a lot of the cards that are
I am
happening
too.
here.
There's a lot of good value. Clark Clan Ironworks. That's
yeah.
This one wasn't as much. Jinju.
I like that one.
I love.
I don't know if I like the shake weight.
You know, like that.
As a concept.
I love the 80s feel to.
It should have had the SNL feel to it.
Yeah, right. Gary looks awesome in this art. I think that's one of the best arts there. We got Field of the Dead again, which is an interesting one. We've got this style from this artist is just making the rounds. I love how these all turned out and how they're all looking. I'm glad they brought that back. And then what else do we get? Crop rotation, brain freeze, which is kind of a cool one there. And then Altar of the Brood, like this is
a lot of these cards are cool. Very usable.
So yeah, I don't know what their plan was. Like, I don't get it. Like, not spoiling anything, and then their site crashes because everybody's trying to figure out what's in it. You know, what are we getting? What's all the?
So none of this is foil.
No. Well,
all of it's foil.
That's what I don't know. Okay. So early on, when we had the first spoilers, I thought I saw, or somebody in the Discord or something saying that everything's in foil, and then there's a chance for Halo foil. And it does say that in here. It says each card in the kit is a surprise waiting to happen. Some are glow-ups from artists you already know and adore. Some are, whatever. Let's move to the okay. Along the way, you might find foils, or fortune favors you, even Halo foils. So to me, this makes it sound like they have non-foil, foil, and Halo foil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm kind of.
For those of us that are reading impaired, that's what I would think as well by reading this.
Yeah. So the early stuff where it said that it was all going to be foil, I think that's false. I think there's 3 different versions. So. Mm-hmm. The first 30-year countdown kit or 30th anniversary countdown kit, that one was between, you got a chance for, it was like a 1 in 3 chance that you got a foil, I think is what it cracked out to be, or something like that. And two-thirds was non-foil and 1/3 was foil, I think. Are you remembering different?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I could say I felt like it was like maybe 1/4. I think I got like 4 foils.
It was weird though because certain cards.
But was there only 12 in there?
What, in the 30th?
Yeah.
No, 30th had 30 because it was 30 years. So
Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Year.
And I might have only gotten 5 foils
out of the whole.
All of them bad except for 1.
Out of the whole 30, you're saying you only got 5? Oh, okay. I opened enough that I got all foils. Oh, good for me. Hit the button. Oh, good for me.
Oh, good for
Jesus.
you.
Well, yeah, that one was a weird
but
one.
Yeah,
because
I think this is really cool. Hopefully, if you wanted it, you got it. And maybe you didn't even know about it. And that is why you should join the Discord. Because we like this stuff, and so we always are talking about it and up on it. And,
I know we normally want a video to go with it.
There was only one miss on our Discord that didn't get a chance at it.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
That still sucks.
Yeah, I sent the message out. I was like, oh, I'm so happy. Everybody got what they wanted. And then it was like sold out. And then we had one of our members go, I missed it. I was like, oh, fuck, I spoke too soon. My bad. But yeah, so this one was, an hour and a half. So it wasn't up like, if you got it in an hour and a half or in an hour, you weren't getting it. You had to be in that first 5 minutes. just to get this one to be in line for it. So, but yeah, so that was, we're not going to gripe on the other stuff that we've already talked about with it, but it was just an interesting way of doing things. I think they won't do the non-spoiler in the future. I would hope they wouldn't do that because they had problems, and it wasn't because the site wasn't ready. It was because everybody was freaking trying to look at it.
Yeah, I think we just jammed in there. Yeah. Maybe they didn't care. I can't tell you why they didn't want to show off anything beyond the 5.
Yeah.
But it's just like, maybe because they knew it was already going to sell out. They were very confident in their product without having to show off much more. That's the only thing that I can think of.
The funny thing is
they don't want to pay Twitter.
Well, I was going to say, the funny thing is they like trolled people on Twitter, X, and Blue Sky in that they were doing the alpha, like sending out a tweet a day with like the alphabet backwards. So like certain letters were capitalized, but it started from Z and worked its way back. They didn't even finish it. They stopped at B like yesterday, and they're like, I bet you're excited for what's going to happen or blah, 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 blah. And then they didn't do the last bit. So finish the bit. Like, I didn't get it at all. I don't know. Somebody was bored. I think their whole staff was on vacation, I think is what happened there. And so they're like, we're not going to spoil any of this stuff. So, okay, we're not talking about Secret Lair today, but what are we going to be doing today, Lowry? What is on the agenda?
We're going to go a little bit further into the lands discussion. Last week, we just kind of talked about the core lands that we were using, kind of went over the utility lands, a little bit of what we prefer. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the EDH Rec list of utility lands and probably just kind of rate them and say what we like. There is going to be a little bit of overlap from last week, but I think we can also move a little quicker too. Yeah. And then we're also return.
Oh, do I have the button?
Of our favorite. I think, I don't know if it's our favorite, but God, it's up there. We're going to do a staple versus. That is why we're drinking. No fucking shots tonight, but we're going to have some beers and get a little lubed up.
I may have taken staple versus off the button bar because we hadn't done it for so long. I should have thought of that beforehand. Shoot. But what we might be doing moving forward is when we do... Oh, no, here it is. Here we go.
Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
Fight.
I forgot all that.
Staple versus.
You could hear that, right? That whole button.
Yeah.
Okay,
I heard some of it, not everything, but so essentially we're doing this because it's the end of our drawing tournament. It is. Do we want to? We'll spoil it right now.
Well,
we don't know what I don't know what the percentages are.
Okay,
but
number 1 and number 2. This might be the first time we've had number 1 and number 2 make it. So the One Ring won 74%. Ramsey.
It looks like Ramsey didn't get his Secret Lair either.
Hey, Ramsey.
He's very mad at us.
By the way, I know you probably don't know, but you won that dual land. I have it in my car.
I was going to say, he's real angry at us for getting a scrub land. That dickhead.
Yeah, so you won the dual land. It's in my car, and I've been going to my in-laws to work and stuff, and I was going to try to meet up with you, or the next time we do in real life, I was going to give it to you. It's an expensive card. I didn't want to send it in the mail necessarily, but I can if you want me to. But anyway, so you won. Congratulations. I don't know if you knew that or not. But anyway, so the One Ring won 74% of the votes, beat out Bolus Citadel.
Yeah. And I think we 100% knew that was going to happen.
And then Rhystic was a little closer with 63% over Skull Clamp. So, I mean, it's still not close, but
yeah, Ramsey just found out. He's happy with us now.
Yeah.
He's not. But yeah, I think we knew that Rhystic Study was going to say, although Skull Clamp got a couple of vocal votes as well. And I was kind of surprised by that. Like in the comments and stuff like that. But yeah. I mean, it was Rhystic Study versus the One Ring. That is what we are going to staple versus today. And
if you guys don't know how we do the staple versus, there's just my card's One Ring, Lowry's is Rhystic, and we just go back and forth. And
we fight about it.
Yeah, it used to be we had one card that was clearly the winner, or the one that was the better of the two. And Lowry would typically take the one that was the underdog and do some ridiculous arguments and all that stuff. And it was really
legitimate arguments.
It was really funny. I think we only had one time where we were both so serious about our points. Like we were just like, no.
Or brass?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
where it was
sure.
like anger was actually coming out, and it was like, all right.
Comments were saying, "Mommy and Daddy,
Yeah.
stop fighting."
But other than that, it was a lot of fun. I think those. So we might bring that back only for when we do the tournament stuff, when we get to the final. So it won't be as often. I think that might have been what happened is we burned it out because we were doing staple verses.
We weren't. I
that's
kind
right.
of pulled back on the drinking.
The drinking part adds a little bit because then
Yeah.
the ridiculous stuff just happens there. So sorry, I'm just battling this dry cold coughs. I just hate it. There's just something there. That's why I got to drink beer to get rid of it. So okay, we're gonna be doing, like Lara said, we're doing the 100 cards, utility lands there. Really quick, how was your Halloween? Did you have a good time? It was on a Friday. It was a little chilly here in the Minnesota, but kids, it sprinkled for us. I don't know. Did it rain for you guys too?
Yeah, it was sprinkling enough to keep most of the people off the streets until it stopped about 7:00. My kids were done by like 7:30, maybe 7:40. Elise was done by 7, and then some people stole my candy bowl.
Oh yeah, what?
Then second time out of 3 years. Not happy about that.
You
I don't have a popcorn bowl.
You
so
guys
if
don't
you have an
have,
extra laying around, I'll take yours.
You guys don't have a Ring doorbell, or do you have a Ring doorbell?
No.
It's time to get
I don't
one.
have anything. I don't have a Venmo. I don't want. I barely have a phone that
That
currently
is
works.
true. Whenever
Like,
I'm paying you for the cards itself for you, I have to send you an
Check.
actual check.
I would prefer cash, but that's all right too.
That sucks though. But the kids had a good time. They got a lot of candy and all that.
They did.
You guys have a good neighborhood for
Yeah.
amount of houses close and everything. We have to
Yep.
drive our neighborhood. We used to do that hayride thing, and this year we did not do it. Like the whole neighborhood, the guy sold his trailer. So, and this is the first year the kids were a little bit older. So I had two things that I walked away with. Oh, and by the way, Tad joined us with his kids. So his kids came up and
Nice.
trick-or-treated with us. But here's what I told the boys. They got clown masks that went over their faces.
They look scary.
But did you ever wear one of those when you were a kid, like for your Halloween costume? Because you remember I had that big alien head mask. I don't know if you remember that or not. But it had like a little slit for like to see through. And I said to both boys, I was like, you aren't going to make it one down the block because one, you're not going to be able to see. And two, your breathing is just going to create moisture in the front and it's just going to get gross. And they're like, no, I'm going to totally do it. They didn't make it one house. Like Drake did, like got out of the car, showed his buddy that he had the mask, and then he took it off, and then he didn't wear it the rest of the night. Zeke didn't even put it on. So it was just, I was like, I'm right
Just for
there.
the picture of those.
Yeah.
You know what? That is not something that I ever did because of glasses. Like masks just don't work
Yeah, it doesn't work there. Yeah.
when you're a kid or like as an adult either. So it just wasn't a thing that I did.
Number two, well, not the number two thing I'm right at, but the other thing with costumes, the blow-up costumes are everywhere, and they're just kind of the worst. Tad's kids had 2 blow-up costumes, and the batteries kept dying, or because it was cold, one of them had to wear a jacket, and it covered the vent, so then it kept dying, and so she had, it looked like she was riding a horse, so the horse was in front of her, so that it would just drop down onto the ground, and she was just stepping on it the entire time. So
gross.
blow-up
That sucks.
costumes, stay away from if you can. But the other thing I was right with Cindy is I told her, that we're going to get to this neighborhood and we aren't going to see the boys anymore because they're at that age where they're just going to go off with their friends. She's like, no, we can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, just watch. And we got there. Sure enough, Drake was gone in 30 seconds. Like Tad's kids were getting their stuff on, like, because they were blow-up costumes. By the time they got it all blown up, Drake was already gone. Zeke was already 3 houses deep. It was just like, I was like, I told you, Cindy. Told you. They're old enough where they don't need us around anymore. I mean, we're in the neighborhood. So, like, and they were their friends that live in that neighborhood. So that was kind of nice. But we did go to some houses. They had adult beverages, which is kind of a nice thing. Your neighborhoods do that? Neighbors do that at all? Like,
What?
Like cocoa with adult stuff in it?
Oh,
I had hot cocoa
not
with.
this year. I have seen it maybe in another neighborhood last year,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's not in our neighborhood. somebody was doing it. Like I could smell it. I was like, oh, somebody's boozing for sure.
Oh, boozing. I thought you were saying the other thing. I was like, mine was just spiked with booze. I don't think I could do the other and walk around. But yeah, so it was a good time. We didn't have snow, which is good. I mean, the 91 blizzard only got brought up once, and that was by me because it was the end of the night, and I was like, no one's mentioned the 91 blizzard because that has to happen. And if people aren't from Minnesota or live around here, in 91, we had 2 feet of snow on Halloween, and my brother and I were the only ones out trick-or-treating where we were, and we had a huge pillowcase, each of us, just full of candy because we were the only trick-or-treaters. So in Minnesota, it always gets brought up, like no matter what on Halloween. Remember the 91 blizzard?
my mom got married the next day, so it like delayed the wedding, and they had to they were digging out the road to get to the church and stuff like that. So it was pretty wild.
That's awesome.
I don't really remember it. I was 6-7 years old at that point, but
Ramsey says that his house, they have a house that hands out beers. That's kind of nice.
That's a good neighborhood.
Yeah. My kids' candy is almost gone, and that's partially because of them, but partially because of me. But meals have been just basically candy for them at this point.
I went to Iowa this weekend to hang out with some a hockey weekend. I did it last year too. But I came home and Lowry had 2 plastic bags. He has 1 left. Here's what fair warning: Lowry has had 0 real food for the weekend. And so I'm going around cleaning up, and she was like, he had he got 2 big plastic Target bags full of candy, and she was like, he dumped it on the couch, he dumped it on the bottom of the couch, he at least had it in the middle of the floor. They were throwing candy at each other, and I was just like, Dad might throw all this away, pick it up. I wasn't gonna throw it away, but I would have gotten aggressive with it.
Oh man!
Once I got home.
Look at this oil. Let's see if I can pour it. Look how dark this is. Can you see that?
Yeah. You doing that right over your computer? Very confident, huh?
No, it's my notes. So if anything gets ruined, it's the notes. So this sucker is in spirit of Halloween. It's I can't read it. Night Witch. Yeah, Night Witch. So it has
sounds like a terrible sandwich.
Look at it. It's kind of hard to read that. But it's 12.7% alcohol. So Stapleverse is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
you're drinking a Night Witch. I'm drinking a triple Belgian from New Belgium. Yeah.
Very
so
nice.
That's where we're at.
And just a little plug really quick. This huge can, the 16 ouncer, there's still this much room in these Yeti mugs. And you can get one of these Yeti mugs by supporting the CommanderSmiths. If you jump on the old eBay, there's a link on right below that brings you to our account. We have these Yeti mugs. They are red like Lowry's, not like mine. But yeah, Yeti mugs right there. That's one way you guys can support us financially. We also have metal tokens and fun stuff on there. The other way you guys can support us is you guys can become a patron. $1 gets you into the Discord. $5 gets you proxies. Oh, I don't have one near me. Give me a second. Gotta grab a foil one because I gotta show the shiny ones. $5 gets you proxies each month. And this last month I did not do, because last month I did a double whammy because I did 2 K-pop Demon Hunters, which I will show you one of them right now, which is Lowry's favorite. It is the food token of Rumi. This is actually what Cindy...
It's a little too strange for me.
Cindy was surprised me, and she was Rumi for Halloween because I was Genu. I found out that my earring holes still work, which is crazy. I didn't think that I could... I thought they'd seal up, but I was able to put earrings through there, little dangly earrings and everything. So
that's cute.
Yeah, pretty cute. But yeah, so
I saw those sexy pictures you took.
Yeah, I know. Drake's like
throwing your head back.
Drake's like, all right, let me get right there. You got to put your hand out like this. Drake was my director on how I had to do everything. So
all right.
Yeah, I know. I was embarrassed once I sent the pictures the next morning. I was like, oh my God, I put that on Discord. And Dad is like, yeah, you did. I did. But yeah, $1 gets you in the Discord. That's a way you guys can chat with us. We don't have Twitter, X, Blue Sky, any of that stuff. You can chat with us on YouTube, so that's the free way to do it. But if you want like direct like conversations, like Larry mentioned earlier about the secret lair, all that stuff, join the Discord. It's just $1, gets you in there. And if you want to get proxies and all that stuff, we have over 400 proxies. I think we're probably in the mid 400s probably at this point. So there's a lot to choose from, and each month you can choose, or you can build it up and get a bunch of proxies at once. That's what some people do too. Free way to support us is if you're watching this video right now, hit that like button. That helps us out more than you know. I know you hear it in every single video, but it truly does help. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. Lowry he's been doing some not crazy, just lots and lots of spotlight decks, because some of those decks you've killed. I have my Spider-Man one that I keep procrastinating. I'm going to do. It's going to go this week. I have it ready. I just have to find time. And so at some point
that's an interesting one. I do like it.
Yeah. I like yours too. Like, did you don't like it? That thing could go nuts. That thing can go nuts.
I don't accept compliments very well. So that was the problem. I do like it.
No, there's some cards in there that I was just like,
I don't need your validation. I don't need.
That's what I like when you put it on Moxfield, because that's also our decks are on Moxfield. So if you guys want to see them while we talk about them, or see how they play out, I had fun just messing around with Lowry's deck, because I was like, this is actually a really cool combination, and it's fun to do that sometimes. Where I build my deck and I know how it runs. So I'm like, okay, efficiently, this is what I got to go get, and this and this. But with your deck, I was like, okay, what do I got to do here? And you got to kind of build this or figure out the puzzle of what's the best play and all that. So that's kind of a fun thing.
And then you learn like, ooh, this card's crazy good. Yes. Like the Battle Crier, the Teamer Battle Crier. If you have a Teamer deck, that card is bonkers good.
Because what is it again? It's if it's 4 or greater, it gets a 1/1 counter, and then wait.
No. That's the commander.
That's the commander.
So Battle Crier is the red, green, blue 4/3, and spells you cast on your turn are reduced by 1 for each creature you control with 4 power more.
Insane. And then you draw, don't you, off of that too?
No, that's just your commander. That's the commander that does it.
Okay.
And so it works super good with Eshki.
Yeah.
But so like you're drawing cards, and then at the very least with Eshki in play, you're likely going to have 2 creatures that are reducing the cost of spells. Doesn't matter what kind of spell, it's just all spells.
Yeah.
Reduced by at least 2, and then you do it again. It's the 3rd one, and then a 4th one. You're drawing cards.
And then they're
Eshki.
each reducing, if they're 4 or greater, you're reducing your next spell and the next spell. It was really cool. Like
it gets wild.
That's what I text you. I was like, I got this in both my first starting hands. Like, well, I also got that Gemstone Cavern. Is that the right one? No.
Yeah.
The Wish one.
Gemstone Cavern.
Yeah, the Wish one.
But honestly, that card in this deck better than Animar. Not a lot of cards when you want that effect is better than Animar, and this card is for sure head and shoulders above Animar. Yeah. So
it was pretty sweet. I really like that card. So but yeah, so we have lots of videos we've been doing. We're thousands of videos at this point. So good for I'm not even at the right point.
We have at least 1,000 views total combined on everything.
All right.
Appreciate the one person who watches the videos.
There's way more than one person that watches the videos. All right. So if you don't want to be in the Discord, like I said, you can contact us on YouTube. If you want to direct message us, you can shoot us an email at CommanderSmiths@gmail.com. Okay. Let's get to these 100 top utility.
100?
100?
100.
So we're going to burn through a lot of these pretty quick. So basically, as the thumbnail says, let's make this easy. Is it good? Is it great, or is it garbage? Great, good, or garbage? I don't know. Is great better than good? Maybe great, good, or garbage. We got the 3. Okay, good is in the middle.
G's.
The 3 G's,
which is all what everybody talks about.
3 G's. So. Great is the best. Good is meh. It's good, but I don't use it very often. And garbage is I've never used this, and I think it's it's done there. So Ramsey says half of the views is him. So okay, so let's just start from
Thank
the top.
Thank you for wasting your time.
And work our way down, Lowry. We don't need to do. We could do some of them. We can have longer discussions, but like Reliquary Tower. Where do you sit with Reliquary Tower? Great, good, or garbage?
Okay, so if we're going off of your standards, I say that's good, but I understand why it's number one and great.
For me,
I
it's
don't
great.
know. Like, I rarely use it.
And I use it all the time.
You use it all the time. But we kind of discussed this last week, right? A little bit. Like, so we can, I get it. It's just not something that I'm doing a lot of.
Yep. Okay. Bajuka Bog. I'm kind of what you just said. I think it's good. I don't use it very often. There are some decks that I'll use it. But in all honesty, what ends up happening with Bajuka Bog is I need my land drop, so I play it and I'm getting rid of somebody's fetches. You know, that's pretty much what Bajuka Bog ends up being for me. So I don't try to stick it in all the decks, you know.
It's a really good late game card or mid to late game card. Yeah. But like if you have it in your hand and it's the first 3 land drop, which it feels like that's 100% of the time for me.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's either I see it right away or never at all. And I know that's anecdotal, but yeah. So it's good. Not great to me, but I totally get it. Yeah. It's just not. I'd rather play a tap land, a surveil land, or a tri land.
Right.
That comes into play tapped. Other than that, I'm trying to kind of avoid that, right?
Yep. Rogue's Passage. I'm gonna put it as a good. I put it in a lot of decks. I don't think it's, that's a lot of mana to put in to be like, okay, I gotta put this in every deck. 5 mana to make something unblockable. But like I mentioned last week, I put it in decks where my commander matters with damage, or I'm doing a lot of big, heavy damage, or I need something to get through. That's when I put it in. So it's situational. I am not just going to stick it in a deck just because whatever, it is nice. You can do it on other people's creatures because it does say target creature can't be blocked this turn. I've never done that because I'm not going to spend 5 mana necessarily. I have seen it done, but I personally have never done that. So I'm putting in the good category because I do use this one. I use this one more than Bajuka Bog. Like Bajuka Bog is probably in... It's probably in only my what's her nuts, my mono black deck.
Braids.
Yeah. Braids.
And I have Bajuka Bog in my Ketramos deck right now.
Yeah.
We're going back to Bog. Ketramos deck is the first one that I've had Bajuka Bog in a decade. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, and I think Braids is the only one I have it in. So
Rogue's Passage for me is good, and I get it why it's good, but I don't play it. I'd rather just, I guess, play a spell that would allow me to do something. And I understand the difference. It's not something that I'm playing.
Yep. I mean, the downfall, the only downfall is like, it's just colorless. There is no coming in and play tap. So that's why I end up putting it in more. If it came into play tap, then I wouldn't play it. It's kind of why Bajuka Bog doesn't make it. So, hey, there's my Urzas for life. Tad made it. I got to get that there. Where's my Lowry?
Fuck out.
Whoops.
Get the fuck out.
All right. We talked about these two last week. Let's hit them both up. Beseju, Who Endures, and Otawara, Soaring City. I think they fall in the same category. I think they're great. If I have a blue or a green deck, they're auto includes. There is no downfall on these. They're just not fetchables. The only downfall for me, but that doesn't matter because this is a really good utility. Both really good utility lands.
I also agree. Both of them are in the great category. I love it when I have like a Crucible of Worlds in my deck so that I can like willy-nilly discard it and then play it as land, or a Life from the Loam to get it back into my hand and reuse it a couple of times. Like, they're bangers. Yep. They're good.
And I'll say, like, both of these, I might hold, like, if I don't have a land drop, and these are the only two, if I need the land drop, I'll do it. But if I'm like, okay, well, I can hold off a turn, because these are kill spells for me, So I'm like, I may hold a land drop just because I want to be able to use these later. So I just think they're amazing. These are
I have not done that, but I totally can see that.
Yeah. All right, this one you probably use more than I have, but Kessig Wolf Run. I have it, I think, only in Blanca because it does the X+O and gives a creature trample. So that one, again, you're wanting to go stompy with your stuff. There is no downfall. It doesn't come into play tapped, which is nice, but you are in a green and red deck at least. For me, well, I did the last two. You start with yours. Greater.
Honestly, this is a great for me, and I understand that it's very similar to a Rogue's Passage, to whereas like Rogue's Passage is colorless and this is red and green, but I like this is also a target creature. Like it's doesn't have to just be a U control, I believe, and so the red and the green just giving something trample is awesome. You throw this on something that has double strike and you can just give it a huge pump with the trample is awesome. For some reason this gets me going and Passage doesn't. And
it's 2 less mana technically. You can just tap the 2 and tap it.
Right.
And giving something
but then there's
trample.
just a huge upside of just like, I can just dump a ton of mana into this and really do some damage.
Yep, I can see that.
So that for me, this one is a great. I love it.
For me, it's a good. I only have it in I think the 1, maybe 2 decks. I just only. I get it though. Like, and didn't I say Rogue's Passage was a good? I'm kind of keeping along the same lines of these two.
Okay.
I do think the same thing that you're saying there. They're very similar. But the upswing, I do like that X+O. If I had to lean one or the other, I lean Rogue's Passage, like I said, because it's a colorless, so I can put it in any deck. Kessig it doesn't give the unblockable.
What about in a red-green deck, and you're looking to decide between the two?
It depends on the style, though. You know, like
No, it doesn't.
Blanca's freaking perfect because he's a Voltron, one guy going big. You know, and it might be in my. No, it's not in Kaima, but. Yeah, it's good. It's just good for me. You know, it's only in a couple decks at most, you know, so, and I think we could say Vault of the Archangel, which is the next one, is kind of similar in a way. It's along that group of lands when they came out. This one is doing the Death Touch and the Life Link when you're tapping a white and a black and 2 colors and tapping it. How do you feel about I guess you did that one. I'll do this one. This one is also a good for me. I do put this in sometimes, but I never end up using that lifelink Death Touch. It's always ends up being just using it for the land. I know in a pinch that could really help, but again, you're tapping 5, you're putting 5 CMC into it, or 5 mana into it, and it can do a lot. I mean, the Death Touch is nice, and the lifelink is nice. It can really swing things because it's all your creatures. Right. It's not just one creature, so that's kind of a nice thing. When this came out, I was all about it. But in later years, I don't typically have room for it. So for me, it's a good there. And I think I only have it in my Tesa deck. So, how do you feel?
I'll agree with you. I think it's good. I loved it when it did come out. I do like the swings that it can create. And like the problem is if you're doing it, it feels like you're taking a bit of a turn off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to sit back and block. I'm going to leave this much mana open and kind of do nothing. And then like, you want to attack me? Sure.
People.
I'll annihilate my token army, but kill a lot of your stuff and gain some life. Or, okay, if I swing, gain enough life, can I survive the crackbacks?
Right.
Like that's where it feels like. And I do like that it can be an offensive and defensive card. But again, a little bit like you're saying, it feels like you're doing it like, it's a once per game thing.
Right.
If you do it at all. So I put it at good, but if I'm in a black-white deck, I heavily consider it.
All right. Mystic Sanctuary. This is the one that comes into play tapped unless you control 3 or more other islands. And then when it enters the battlefield untapped, you may put a target instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay, you're first on this one. How you
So
doing?
This is a color dependent one for me. If I'm in a 1 and 2 color deck, this is great. If I'm in a 3 color deck,
it's got to be
maybe even garbage.
I was gonna say it's got to be a spell slinger though. Like if you're not spell slinging, because you got instant or sorcery, and it has to come into play untapped for you to get that ability.
Right. But I think in a 1 and 2 color deck, you can kind of play this a little bit like a Bajuka Bog, where you kind of hold on to it and you don't necessarily have to do it. If you are in blue spell slinging, hopefully you're hitting your land drops and seeing enough cards with those cantrips and draws and stuff like that. So I do think this is a great card in 1 and 2. And then once you get beyond that, I think you're working a lot harder. It is fetchable. That puts it up there too. Yeah, I put it at great. Do I play it a lot? No, but that's because I'm playing 3 colors.
I'm still at a good. I've tried to put this in, and then it ends up getting cut. I think it might be in my Edgin deck because it is spell slinging, and it did not, like you said, I don't think it made the cut in Storm. I think I ended up cutting it because it's a 3 color. So just like you mentioned. So for me, this one fits in good. I always have intention to put it in decks, but then it ends up getting cut to find different lands to take its place.
I don't know the appropriate number of islands that you need in a deck, but when I'm in 3 colors, I'm running 3 basic islands,
dual lands,
3 fetchables. So I only have 6 islands in the goddamn deck anyway.
Yeah.
Like, and then this, if this counts, but it doesn't count for itself. And so it's just like, I think you need at least over 10 islands, actual islands in the deck.
Yeah.
And so I think that that gets pretty tough in a 3 color deck.
Yep.
So,
right, so you were great. I'm good. All right. Mosswort Bridge. So one of our older lands here. This has that hideaway. And what that is, you look at the top 4 cards, put 1 card underneath. It does enter tapped. It taps for a green. And then you can tap 1 green and play that card if you have your total creature power is over 10. This is one of the easier ones to get, especially if you're in a green deck. I guess I'm the first one on this one. In the right deck, for me, this one's goes in there. But again, I think I'm in that good category for this. It does enter tapped. It's nice to get that card advantage. Typically, you are getting, this is the easiest one, I think, to hit out of the hideaway ones. So I do like
I think
that.
the white one is, in my opinion.
What is the white one?
You attack with 3 or more creatures. You can pay a white and tap it.
Yeah, but in green, you're typically like 2 creatures get you 10. you know, like
maybe 3, but yeah.
But yeah. So I think this one's good. I wouldn't put it in the great category. Only I think if it didn't come into play tapped, I would play this a lot more. But that tapped part hinders it.
Right. I think it has to with the hideaway though.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
I think that's an appropriate one. I agree with you. I think it's good. I can push it up. Like if it was a decade ago, we're probably talking great. We have a lot of options, but I do think it's super easy, like you're saying. It's probably missing from my Ashki deck. I should consider putting it in there. I kind of missed that, I think.
That's a good point. Yeah, all your
I mean, like it's a big power deck, like you're saying. It's literally 3 creatures. We're talking like turn 4. I can start flipping this for really cheap to cast big creatures. So
and Ashki gets bigger every time you're casting those, so
yeah,
it's gonna be easy to get that.
It just works. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna loosen up my grading a little bit. I'm gonna say it's great.
I think it's great. All right.
I think it's great. I think this is one that you can easily put in a lot of decks. Is it something that I totally understand it? How about that? Like if I'm not using it a lot, which is where we're putting.
That doesn't start with a G. I totally understand it does not start with a G.
But okay, like I said, I'm just trying to open up my grading a little bit because I think there are a lot of great utility lands.
Well, we have 2 of
them. And I think we're going to say a lot of good with how we're grading it. So I'm going to put it on a curve.
Well, the next
say,
2,
like,
you think it's on the same level as the next 2 that are down there? Can you see those 2?
Yes, I can. And I would say I like it better than one of the 2.
What?
Yes. but that's a personal preference.
All right. Well, let's get to
So
those.
I'm gonna loosen up. I'm gonna say Mosswort Bridge is great. I said my Mystic Sanctuary. Okay.
All right. So I was good on that one. All right. So next one is Cabal Coffers. You're first on this one.
I'm first on this. Great.
Oh, you're already saying it's great. All right.
Nope. I was saying great that we're in this situation now.
You're gonna get a lot of hate mail.
I know. I'm gonna say this is. Okay. So I have to give it a grade. I'm gonna say garbage.
Oh, what? Really?
But it's super, super good. It's garbage for me because we don't run tutors. And this card kind of has to come with an Urborg and or a mono black deck. So it's super specific to being really, really good.
Okay.
But
I can see
for us,
your
it's really
discussion.
limited in how good it can be. And so that's where like that's yep, you're right. We're gonna get some hate mail here.
Well, you know,
I get it.
You make some excellent points in that I had to actually, think about it. I do put it in 2-color decks. But for the most part, it's only in a monocolor, black deck. I don't know if I have it in like the 2-color black deck or, black and whatever color.
Eureka or
no, it's not in Eureka.
No.
It's not in what's his nuts that comes into play and you have to sacrifice it and
being a land that can't produce its own mana is not really good.
Yeah.
Like unless you have an Urborg next to it or you have a Maya a Chromatic Lantern.
I'm not going to say garbage. You
want to, but you don't want the hate.
You brought me down from great to good.
It's not a guy's cradle. How about that?
Yeah. No, it's not. But it's good. I think it's good.
It's garbage.
All right. There's our first garbage from Lowry. Lowry has one of the first
That's my first garbage. That doesn't seem right, but
all right, the next one, Ancient Tomb. I think we know we're both. Oh, I guess I'm first on this one. This one I think is great, especially with our bans that we got this year of the commander cards. We talked about this last week. Ancient Tomb is just a great. This was in my list for last week. My list or your list, both of us were the same boat. So I think this one's great. Especially there's so many cases you use this. It's colorless too, so you can go in every single deck if you want. So yeah, what do you in the same boat? What do you think?
Yeah, great. It's a great one. I don't need to repeat anything. Okay, you're good.
The next one, Temple of the False God.
This is me?
Yep.
God, no, I'm just a jerk. I'm gonna put, if you're on a budget, this is great.
Ugh.
And if you care to play a proper game of Magic,
this is hot garbage.
This is garbage.
This is hot garbage. I hate hot
garbage. That doesn't start with a G.
I hate that it's in the secret layer that we just got today, and it's just hot garbage. I love that we're getting politics advertisements right here from EDH. Yeah, Temple of False God. Just I don't like it. Like 7. I don't want like this video either.
We can move on real quick. Garbage. And garbage.
It's just you get this before you get 5 or more lands. Like no, it's just garbage. It's garbage. Okay, and I have to read over on this because I can't. It's kind of small. We have our next channel land, which is the black one. Takenuma. Hit the button.
Can I hit it now?
Yeah.
Why? She can't even read.
Takenuma turn. Takenuma Abandoned Mire. So this is the channel one where you mill 3 cards, and then you can return a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Am I? No, it's me. It's me on this one. I'll put this one as. I'm not saying it's garbage.
You want to though? Interesting.
But I'll say it's good. I haven't. It's in my mill deck if it has black in it, because then I can bring stuff back. So I think it is probably in what's the Fallout guy? Mine. Nope. What is it?
A Mothman?
Mothman. Yeah, I think it's in Mothman. So if it makes sense in a mill deck, I think that's kind of nice because you're milling, you're already doing that, and so you're able to you have a bigger option of bringing stuff back. So I dig that a little bit, but for the most part, you think this is more of a recursion kind of card then instead? Like,
right?
Is that what you're using it for? But I don't use it. Like, it just doesn't go in those decks, you know.
So you're good to garbage.
Yeah.
And I am good to great. Because I do like playing. So like this is amazing in Tavol. I like it in my black graveyard decks. Like I would like it in my Celeste deck. I like it in what's the one that you hated? I'm blanking on it right now, but green, black, blue, 3 colorless, 6/6. No. You have Yarok. I got the guy that's playing from the graveyard. Doesn't matter. But yeah, there are multiple decks that I would you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's in the Yarok is in the which one is the one that just is in the secret layer? Is that Yarok?
That's Yarok. Yeah.
Yours was
but it doesn't matter. It's good. It's great in certain decks. It's great for certain players like me. We do not have a proxy of it, unfortunately, but I would have it in a lot more decks than I do have it in.
It's not Muldrotha, is it?
Yes, Muldrotha.
Okay, I was looking back. I was like, it's on one of the commanders we talked about, Boogeyman commanders.
Yeah. So for me, I understand that it's good. It is it's specifically great in cards, so that kind of demotes it down there, but I really like it.
All right, next is Urborg. Let's get Urborg and Yavimaya in the same boat, so we get those two cards out. We both think they're great.
Great.
Yep. I want a full cycle. I want all of them because that would make
all of them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Every single color would be very nice, especially in Commander. It really helps with mana fixing and all that stuff. But they just need to keep making them. But they're what?
Yeah, I mean, Yavimaya is great. It's like the Alexander the Great of utility lands, in my opinion. It's so good.
The fuck out.
Calm down.
Get the fuck out.
You're all right.
Get the fuck out. All right.
I do notice that it's above Urza Saga.
It's not
like in the amount of decks that it's in.
It's not above Phyrexia or Urborg's Tomb of Yawgmoth, so it's not as good as Black.
Right, but Urborg has been out for a decade more.
All right, I get to add to my argument for later because of
what argument for later?
The One Ring.
I see what you're saying.
All right. Okay.
It doesn't apply there. Not
Writing,
applicable to staple verses.
Writing it down as noted by Lowry. Thank you.
All right.
For
Next
that.
one we're going to talk about is Phyrexian Tower. That's one where you can sacrifice a creature to get 2 black or just taps for colorless. For me personally, again, when it comes to the black channel land, like it feels like they're almost very similar decks where you're putting creatures into the graveyard that you're casting, and there is enough out there that this is a really good card. I'm gonna bump it up into great.
That's where I'm have it. I mean, this is a free sack outlet.
It's a great sack outlet.
There's a team. Oh, god dang it. Get the hell out of here with the Team Forest Walk.
Get the
Team
fuck
Forest Walk.
out.
Where's my Urza for Life?
Go.
RoboCop is in here. I'm missing my Urza for Life.
Showed up. RoboCop's still
a little sad.
He's
about
still
the
nursing
Toronto.
that loss with the Toronto Jays. Sorry, Blue Jays. I stopped a fight right after that loss. How about that? In the bar, I was like, RoboCop would stop this fight, and so I did that.
Nice.
He might have been in that fight after that game.
I'll give
RoboCop might have done
Tad
that.
Give me
fight.
another Urza.
Get the
There we
fuck
go. Another Urza for Life.
That's just repeating himself. I didn't know you had Tourette's. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we both agree Phyrexian Tower with the free sack outlet giving you 2
Yeah.
mana. Like, hey, I dig that one. All right, next is we have one of the other cycles of the tapping to give the color pairing. This one is the white-green one and 2 colorless, and it taps to give 1/1 counter on each creature you control. You did the last one. For me, I don't like this one.
What?
I don't ever use I don't use this ability. Like, I
Do
mean,
not have like any. You wouldn't put this in a 1/1 counter deck.
it isn't in. I don't think it's actually in my Black Panther deck, which is a 1/1 counter deck.
I think you're wrong. I don't think you remember the utility lands you put in your decks. How about that?
No, I do. No, but again, this is 5. I mean, I guess it would make more sense in that one. Maybe I should rethink about putting that in there. But you're dumping 5 in this to give everything 1/1 counters. Yes, if you have multipliers, it does help there. But it's so specific, I guess. And
if you have it with like, you know, the anything that's like, hey, if you put a counter on something, put a second counter on it, or
Right.
double the
That's why I
counters
said
on it. Like, you would
multipliers.
absolutely think this is super good next to that style of deck. So I wouldn't put it at garbage. Are you putting it? I'm trying to talk you up to good because you want to say garbage, and I don't want to fight you yet.
I didn't say garbage.
I want to fight you later.
But if you're doing your back and forth where I'm from good to garbage, so I'm on that lane. So it's like a good minus, like instead of a good plus. Grading system. So it's a good plus or it's a garbage, or a good minus or a garbage plus. That's where I'm at between. Where do you put this? Like,
I'm going to go good to great.
Okay, so you're at a great
I like
minus
this.
or
So like I have this in my hashtag Team Forest Walk deck where I can untap lands
Get
a bit
the fuck
and then just dump a
out!
ton of mana into putting counters on everything.
See, but this is what I don't get.
What do
So
you mean you
you're
don't get?
dumping 5 into this, and you wouldn't put an unblockable commander or creature or anybody else that's the same amount that can go in any deck, any color. You wouldn't play that. That could potentially win you the game. A lot of times it's you just need something to get through. And this you put at freaking great compared to the other?
Correct.
I feel like we're like really getting ready for a staple versus or just battle.
just revving it up here. Let's do it. Let's do this. All right. Wait, that's fine. You can be mad.
I'm not
Be
mad.
Just Choke on your madness. I don't know.
Disappointed.
Disappointed. I would rather affect a board that I've been building than saying like
It's so specific.
if you have if you have, it's not so specific.
It is.
It's do you have creatures on the board and you want to make them bigger? It's a great card to have in there.
Do
and then
you want an unblockable creature that can potentially win you the
whatever
game?
stupid card you're trying to say that you like, you're just like, do I have one good creature? And then it's like, yeah, then I'll put this in here and do nothing for a
If somebody else has a Blightsteel Colossus and they're like, if I attack this person and you
they
make
don't need your help.
and I make
if they
it
have a
unblockable,
Blightsteel Colossus,
boom, you make it
you
unblockable.
should not help them.
Yes, then you turn
They
on
are
them
the
later.
bad guy.
You turn on them later. You steal the Blightsteel and you do it back. That's what you do. That's the next. That's my.
There's
turn.
not a land that does that. That is not going to come up in this conversation.
It's
During
magical
this.
Christmas.
Let's move on.
Right. What is this one? Mist Rise Village. We talked about this one. Oh no, we didn't talk about this one. Because we don't play this one as much because we don't have as many counterspell people. But this land enters tapped unless you control a forest or a mountain. It does tap for a blue. And then you can tap 1 and tap it. The next spell you cast this turn can't be countered. If you're in a counterspell meta, like and you're dealing with a lot of counterspells, I would say this one's great. This one's fantastic. If you're in ours, I think it's just good. You know, it's a good card. That's where
Agreed. But also, I just really like this whole cycle.
Yeah, where
I
where it
like
has
all
the
of them.
other
I don't know if
colors.
we're gonna get to them or not, but I do really like the cycle. This one, I agree. I think for most people, this is gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's good to garbage
Yeah.
because we just don't have to deal with counterspells because people have kind of listened to us and we have a fun meta game.
Yep.
So
Yep. All right. And I guess we're at an hour, so we kind of have to move on.
how we're all right.
How do you even say this one? How do you? All right.
Aganjo? That's how I see it.
Okay. Aganjo seat. It sounds like something from the Muppets. Seat of the Empire. So this is the white one of the channels, and then it deals 4 damage to a target attacking or blocking creature. It's a little bit cheaper than the others besides Boseiju, so it's only 3. So 2 colorless and 1, so it's a little bit easier. This is kind of a removal in a way, you know, doing 4 damage.
Oh, for sure.
So I guess I did the last one, so you start with this one.
You know what? Honestly, I put this at great. I think I'm
I like
still
this one
really
better
high
than the
on the
black
channel
one.
lands.
Yeah.
You don't have a proxy of this, right?
No.
And so I just have my one copy
because
I like that it's legendary.
It hasn't broke the $5 mark yet. Is when I start to make proxies, and
All right.
if I start putting it in a lot of
Need
decks,
to use it as well.
then
but honestly, I do really like the removal on the land part, just like the others. The only one out of this cycle that isn't any good is the red one's pretty rough.
Yep. And it might not even make
but
the list.
I put this as great. If I'm in a 1 and 2 color deck, this is absolutely going in it. If I'm in a 3 color deck, that starts getting a little tricky, but I think this is in the great realm.
Yep, I'm same boat. Everything you said there. Shifting Woodland. So this enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a forest. It does tap for a green. It has Delirium. You can tap 2 colors and 2 green, and it becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard until end of turn. Activate only if there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. I guess I'm first on this one. I'm in that good minus to great plus. I don't play this one at all. Like, I just don't. Like, there's too many hoops. There's too many things that need to be happening, and there's a potential that goes into play tapped, which, you know, you only have to control a forest. So it's not terrible there, but I mean, you're tapping 4, and then you have to have something that's in your graveyard, only activating if there are 4 more types. There's so much of this just being like you are setting up to this card to work. You know, like you're putting
this works in your Mothman. Everything that we were talking about with your graveyard decks, this is absolutely in that deck.
Right.
Or those decks.
It changes into that until end of turn, which is nice, a permanent. But again, this is that 5 tapping. Well, this doesn't tap, but you tap 4 and then it turns into it, so it's kind of like 5. But
I don't actually own this one, weirdly. I feel like I should. I probably I'll bet it came out really expensive and then I just forgot about it. But I'll agree with you. This is good plus, great minus. It's fantastic in the Mothman deck and the Muldrotha deck.
I was the other way. I was garbage plus, good minus.
Oh, well, you're wrong there. It's interesting how we are, like, you're the good, they're good in the garbage and I'm good in the great.
You remember where you were trying to be like more in the beginning? You were like, I'm telling everything's too good. Everything's too good and great and all that. And like, I'm not giving anything bad reviews. And now you've changed. You've gone to everything's great.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking more and more at this point. So
I like cards now.
It allows me to fight with you, and then be nice to. And so we want to talk about the worst card on this list.
We can just move on because we know it's the greatest card that's ever been printed, which is Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga. We talked about it last week because I had it on the list too, but I think it's great. It goes in almost every single deck I build. So
I'll admit it's great. It's darn good.
Ooh, I might have to pull that audio and I'd use that as a new button. Which card is great, Larry? Can you repeat that and go why it's so great?
No, I cannot.
Damn it! I showed you my hand. All right. This also was on my list last week. Minas Tirith. So it enters tapped unless you have a legendary creature. Is it a legendary creature? Or legendary? Yep, legendary creature. Taps for 1 white, and then you can tap 2 and draw a card. Activate only if you've attacked with 2 or more creatures this turn. Let's see. I guess it's me or you. Whatever. It's great. This one's great.
It's great.
Yep. We talked about it last week.
Move on. Yeah. This is a great one.
The artifact lands. Oh, go ahead. Were you going to say more?
More than likely, if we talked about it last week, we will likely call it great. Maybe it's biased, but yeah, we're both there.
Yeah.
Sea of the Cyanod is the next one. I don't know if we want to just lump all of the artifact lands in here, at least with the original
I think they're great, or
Mirrodin?
great to good to great, whatever. I like them when they fit in the artifact style decks because it really does help with the artifact counts. They are easier to remove, so that is the dangerous part of them because
that's my problem with them. Is just like a Vanablast that affects your lands.
It's tough.
Feels brutal.
But if you're playing something that counts on your artifacts, these are awesome. You know, it adds to your count without having to cast a spell. It's playing a land, and now you're adding more to your Urza's constructs that they're making or whatever. You know, there's a lot.
It triggers the Fire Weaver that'll deal damage to everybody. They're good. I just hate how open you are to removal with your lands.
Yep.
At that point,
I can see that argument, and that's maybe why I'm between.
Where did you put this then? Are you saying good?
Good plus to great minus. So I'm in that. I'm in your normal
Great
range.
in those decks.
Yep.
Okay.
I would shove them in artifact specific decks. Like, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You don't just go like, well, I love these because they're artifacts and whatever. It needs to make sense why you have it in there.
They're great in the decks that want them.
Yep. Next is Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Do we want to lump this, or because we know the other one's going to be. They're different in their aspects.
Yeah, they're different in their own bit.
Which I'm surprised.
Great
this
in where
one's
they
higher.
want to be when they're bringing back enchantments and enchantress style decks. I would assume that we're both agreeing that this is a great card. And if it's in a non-enchantment deck, I don't hate it. I just don't consider it.
Right, because it still taps for a colorless, doesn't come into play tapped, so you're fine there. But if you're playing enchantments, then why do you have this in that deck? You know, so I don't. I would.
I think most people don't run a lot of enchantments, and so it's unless it's an enchantment deck. That's where you're playing it. I do play somewhere in between 5 and 10 enchantments in every deck, but I am much more of a permanent heavy player versus like I'll generally have under 10 instants and sorceries combined in my decks. So, and most of that moves, all that extra stuff moves into enchantments and artifacts, or heavier on the creatures. So I do like it probably more than most people. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's only in an enchantment commander deck. So
yeah,
Tom Bombadil, it's in there.
For sure. Onyxia for me.
So yeah, but I still have that in those decks. Great. In other decks that you're not dealing with it, lower good. You know, you're pushing it. Why are you putting it in there?
Agreed.
I would say if you don't have 10 or more, like you were saying, don't put it in the deck. Don't put it in if you're playing to, because enchantments are one of the hardest things to remove. So even if you get your enchantments out, you're probably not using this because no one's removing your enchantments in the first place. So like, what's the point?
And also like blue-white self-mill isn't necessarily a thing. Like green, black, blue tend to be within that realm. Yeah, so I think it's pretty rough. I'd skip it.
Okay.
On anything but enchantment deck.
One that we've liked this card a bit, and it also goes with one of our reserve list cards that we love a lot because it's colorless, but Alchemist's Refuge. So this is the colorless. It taps for colorless, or you can tap for blue and a green. Tap it, you may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. So Winding Canyons was the other one I was talking about, but that one's only creatures. This one allows you to cast any spell that turn for flash. So are you on the first? Were you on that last one? I was on the last one. So go ahead. You're on this one.
I don't know where I feel with this, but I hate thinking this. Good to garbage.
Really?
I know. I don't like it. But this is definitely one where like I consider it, and it is 100% always cut. I don't have it in a single deck. I think it's just
what's your
when
beef
you're
with it?
casting at instant speed. Like I think it works when you have some sort of untapping theme. Like if you can get a Seedborn Muse on board or whatever, like if that is a game plan, then yes, the card is crazy good then. But like for me personally, and I've stated this multiple times, I just kind of try and play on my turn.
Right.
I leave a little bit of mana open for some protection.
Do you?
And then I move on.
I've played some of your against your decks, and there's a lot of Lowry. Can I play my turn now? Yes. Now you can play your turn. Oh wait.
There's that too. But those are instant speed. That's like Riku, the wet deck where I'm kind of counterspelling and stuff like that. So like those are instant decks where I don't need it. So like.
Okay.
Oh, good for you.
No, that's not what I mean. As in like the cards already do what you want them to do. And when it comes to like, if you have a green-blue deck where you're playing on everybody else's turn, more than likely those cards have flash or instant speed. And then I don't need this card. You know what I mean? It's not, like counterspells are instant speed. Some of the draw spells, like I'm not worried about the sorcery Farseek at the end of your turn. You know what I mean? For 4 or 5. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but
so what am I doing at
it's kind of
the
like
end of somebody's turn or instant speed, like a blocker?
So this
plus 3?
What I was gonna say, what I was kind of texting you about with my Spider-Man deck, where I was saying, there's something I could adjust by turning it so my artifacts are flash and blah 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 blah. Because I feel like it's kind of like there's multiple uses for it. You could either use it as protection because you're not casting your stuff to get removed until, if you're like, I want my creature to be out, but summoning sickness or whatever, I want to wait until it gets all the way to my, about to be my turn. Boom, now I cast it. And I avoid the spot removal or the mass removal. Or like you were saying there too, is it could be removal in itself where they think you don't have anything and boom, now you're dropping a creature out and killing their stuff.
But like here, when you're talking about dropping a creature that's going to be able to block whatever they're attacking with, you're talking about
you're losing
the CMC
3
of that creature.
You're losing 3
plus
with
3.
This. Yeah, I know. I get it.
And so it's just like, this person has 8 mana open. Should I attack into that? Maybe, like if they're desperate or if they just want to force your hand or whatever. But at the same time, I'm okay just dropping that creature on my turn and saying, do you want to attack into this or not? Like, go somewhere else with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, that's where, like, I get it. It's good. And at the same time, I don't like it.
But it's also not just creatures, though. It's anything.
I don't.
All right. Well,
I'm just saying good to bad. It's good to garbage.
All right.
And what are you saying?
I'm good to great with this one. If
great.
I like it. It's in my whatever, the Merfolk one. That's my only just green blue deck. But
again, I get why it's in there, but at the same time, why won't you just drop Merfolk before all the explore triggers and make them huge?
Right. But if I want my commander to not get killed, and I can drop it and wait my one turn around, whatever.
For 7 mana?
But the other thing is, the downfall is it's a colorless. You know what I'm saying? Like the downfall of this is not a bad downfall. It doesn't come into play tapped. It's a colorless, So it's like
that's why I put it good. That's fine.
You said good to garbage.
Good to garbage. That's why I moved it up. It gives me a colorless if I want, but
all right, we're kind of like fine. In a. Both of us are always like, well, if we get one that's both of us great, it's obviously great, and then we're both like just a little off of each other. We're getting some good prep for Sable versus. All right, Arena of Glory comes into the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain. It taps for red, and then you can tap 1 red and exert this, which means it can't untap during your next untap step. You add 2 red if that mana was spent to cast a creature spell. It gains haste until end of turn. You were first on that one. I think this one's garbage. I couldn't even put it in for my red ones when we were talking last week. Like I gave every color a single color, and I couldn't put this one in there. Like it just you're not even getting a mana. Well, you are. No, you're not getting a mana bonus. You're giving something haste, which is nice. But then this stays tapped for that next turn, and this potentially has a tap come into play, tapped a thing. Like there's so many things with this one where I'm like, ugh. Like maybe if this was a tap and exert, and it gave you 2. Like then at least you're getting a mana. You're getting an extra mana in there. This you're having to tap 1 red and tap it, so you're equal. You're equal of what you're doing. You're giving something haste. If you're in red, there's a lot of other things that will have it, so your creatures come into play and they have haste. There are some other lands, I think, that do that. But either way, like, I don't like this one, and I couldn't even put it in. And it's a $10 card. I'm probably wrong, but I just couldn't. I don't have it in a single deck, and I couldn't put myself to put it in the thing last week. So for me, if I didn't put it in last week, then it shouldn't be in here. Where are you sit on this one? You're gonna go great.
No, I'm not. I hear everything that you're saying here. And then like I started trying to have the conversation in my head of just like, generally I like putting abilities on lands that do a thing.
Yes.
And can replace like a spell slot a little bit. And I feel like when I run through the lands that do it, I do not like the haste lands. They don't do anything for me, even though I think they're really good. You know, but at the same time, like, it's not something that I do. I don't like. I try. There's an elemental one that is just red and tap it to give haste. There is one from one of the Innistrad ones that's like a meld, and that's like pay 3 and tap it to give haste. And so like haste is definitely good on a creature, but at the same time, like, I don't think I put a haste land in my Narev deck that cares about dragons coming into play and dealing damage. Like, I don't know if they've found a land that gives haste at the right cost.
Yeah.
And red has always had that problem with just about everything, where it's either too much damage for too little mana, or it's too much mana or too little damage. Like they just fuck up their ratio so bad with red. I think it's really tough.
I think they would.
I agree. It's garbage.
I think if they would have just,
it's tough.
If they would have taken the exert off, then this one would be
Right.
fine. But that exerting, you're hurting yourself. There's too many.
It feels like you're skipping your next turn.
Yep.
Like just dropping a land. I agree.
All right. Next one is War Room. We talked about this one last week in 1 to 2 color decks. Great. 2 or 3 to 4. Or 3 good. 4 to 5 garbage.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's appropriate.
Great Furnace. We can skip that one. We kind of already
Already
talked about
that.
that. Gaia's Cradle. Fucking great.
Great.
Do we really?
It's great.
We don't.
That's
We
crazy.
don't need to talk about how great that one is. It's just silly. And then Parks is saying War Room needs an opposite version where it is all about the colors, using a 5-color commander instead of Eldrazi. Okay, yeah, I can dig that. Oh, dang it, Joel. You get this. You get this, Joel.
Get the fuck out!
Got too many.
You can stay.
You got too many Force Walk people here tonight.
That's a good night.
This is getting, all right, we have the next one. Oh, talk about haste here. Now we got 2 colors. Slayer's Stronghold. Taps for a colorless, or you can tap a white and a red. Target creature gets 2+0 and gains vigilance and haste until end of turn. I like this one better than the Arena of Glory.
Agreed.
It's giving more stuff to it. So for
The
me,
red white makes it harder to put it in more decks.
Right.
I think that's the problem.
But the 2+0, the vigilance, the haste, I like this one. This one's good. This one's good for me. But I don't have it in any decks.
Agreed. I put in good, but it's great in the deck that wants it.
Yep. Ancient Den, it's an artifact land. Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. This one's great, especially 1 to 2 color decks, 3, 4, and 5. Skip it. You don't need those in those decks, but in those 1 to 2 colors, fantastic.
Totally agree.
Academy Ruins. So now we have Hall of Heliod. Well, actually, Hall of Heliod came after Academy, but Academy is putting target artifact. You're tapping 1 blue, 1 colorless. Put an artifact from your graveyard on top of your library. I like this one better than Hall of Heliod because the artifacts are just, there's more of them. They're
Agreed.
easily.
Mind Stone, you have the one that sacks to go get a basic land into play. You have some baubles that'll go and,
Artifacts just have more abuse of, not abuse,
Yeah.
they're doing things. You're sacking them, you're doing stuff. And so being able to get them back on there. And they're more easily killed, than enchantments too. So, and
you're also putting more of them in your deck.
Yep.
Just in general.
Yep, every deck has pretty much artifacts in it, unless you.
Is somebody do people in your play group attack the rocks? Put this in your deck.
Yep.
Or you can and then clearly, if it's a great card if you have an artifact deck going. So I mean,
great.
Yeah,
we're both on great.
Great.
3 Tree City, one of my faves. Creature type, so tribal stuff. It taps for a color, set the basic. But you can tap 2, choose a color, add the amount of mana equal to the creature type, or the amount of creatures of that type. This one's great. And there's
great in the decks that want it.
Yep. There's so many tribal deck. That's a lot of Magic is that, it's like, hey, I want to match this. I want to do a Minotaur deck. I want to do a dwarf deck. I want to
This is even in a deck that likes it, only half-ass tribal deck.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're just like, oh, there's a mid theme in it, maybe it needs the Maskwood Nexus in there to fulfill it. If you have Maskwood Nexus in a deck, this probably goes in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like you got a whole ass random deck that you're just trying to pull together. But yeah, 3 Tree City's great. And the art crazy good.
Yep.
On all those
on the different seasons.
Different ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buried Ruin. So this comes in and you can tap it for a colorless. You can tap 2, sacrifice it. Return target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. You go on this one.
I'm gonna go garbage.
And
this feels like a Temple of the False God. It's a decade too old at this point. If you're in a artifact deck, I can.
I was about
be
to
okay
say
with it. I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck is this doing?
I put this in my Spider-Man deck for the very first time. I've never put this in a fucking deck until the Spider-Man deck because I am limited to what I can use because I have to use all colorless. So this is my own, one of few cards that I can recur something. For the most part, I'm tapping it for the colorless. But to sacrifice, you're tapping 2, you're sacrificing this, or you're putting 3 into it, you're getting rid of a land, putting an artifact into your hand from your graveyard. To me, it's only got to go, it has to be in an artifact deck. That's the only way. So to me, it's garbage, even though it's in my Spider-Man deck. So I agree, it's garbage. There's so many garbage lands I have in that Spider-Man deck that it's just, but they're good because I'm only worrying about colorless. So I don't care, they can be in there, but in any other deck, they're all
I wouldn't
garbage.
put this in my Alayla deck, which is a heavy artifact deck that is 3 colors.
Yeah.
No way that I'm putting this in there.
Because you have color choices. When I don't have color choices, this was
Right. You're
one of 3
figuring it
options.
out.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we're both
moving on.
Garbage. Command Beacon. So this was a hot number right here when this came out. But how much do you use this one? Because it taps for colorless. Sacrifice this land. Put your commander into your hand from your command zone. So this is good for if your commander gets killed a lot. You have a high CMC commander. I guess I'm the one doing this one. You did Buried Ruin. I put this one at good. It's not great. It's not garbage. Because it does fit in those decks. I would put those only in what I just said. If your commander is very high CMC, so if it comes into play and it gets killed, you can't cast it again because it's so high CMC. That sucks.
Game's done.
Yeah. This allows you to at least remove that 2 colors. Yes, you are losing a land, which kind of sucks, but that helps you there. Or if it's a commander that maybe isn't high CMC, but just is a threat and it's going to be killed a bunch, or you're sacrificing it a bunch, or you're doing something along those lines, this could help with that as well. So
I think that's where I would do it if I'm purposely having it sacrifice itself, and then you want to, like, if you know absolutely that it's going to go to the command zone a whole ton, then you're able to do it. Otherwise, like, if you have a commander that's going to be killed a whole ton, like, I feel like you should probably just add more protection. And also, like, I understand that I'm biased, and maybe enough people that have been listening to us, I don't like getting rid of my lands.
Yeah. Larry
like
loves,
that
Larry
makes
loves,
it really, like, when you just go back a land drop and then try and cast your commander, and then if it dies again, you're never casting it again.
Yeah.
Because not only are you not accounting for it gets confusing. I don't like it. It feels like Urza Saga a little bit, where it's just like, I get the trade-off, but also at the same time, I feel like if I just make a better deck, I don't need it.
I would just say build a better deck. Oh, let's see if I can get you back to that.
I would just say build a better deck.
But
you said that I wasn't reading poetry in a college like lobby. I would just say build a better deck.
Oh, like slam poetry.
Yeah, exactly.
But at worst, dude, it's just a colorless. So that's my little argument there.
Oh, that is right. Build a better deck.
All right, Karn's Bastion. So I did Command Zone, right? Yes. So or Command Beacon. So you're on
the decks that want Karn's Bastion, it's great.
Yeah.
Planeswalkers +1/+1 counters.
That's right. I thought you were gonna harp on me because I was gonna say I like this one better.
Yeah.
Than the Gavin or Township, whatever.
Yeah, Township. Yeah.
Because that one's color specific. It's the same amount of CMC, but it's color specific, and it's 1/1 counter specific. This is proliferate. You can add whatever counters you want to add to whatever things. So you
-1/-1 counter deck.
Yeah. Poison counters, like you mentioned,
Poison
Planeswalkers. For me, Karn's Bastion is great. I end up putting this in a lot of decks. Anything that's dealing with that, I put it in there.
I probably have this in 3 decks right now.
Yeah. Oh, it goes all
like that. If it goes in the deck, it goes in the deck.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how it works.
Shit. If it can go in the deck, it goes in the deck. Like, if it makes sense, it goes there.
If it goes in the deck,
I'm going to body slam you. You stop me.
I'm so excited for Stable Versus. I'm already at an hour and a half. This one's a new one here. Avendo Waking Haven. I think I liked this one when, as our spoilers, when we talked about this. I might have made my fave 5, but we'll see. It enters tapped, but it does tap for a green. It is a station, so if you get 12 plus, you can tap a green and tap it, add 1 green for each creature you control. Did I do that last one? No, you did that one. I think this one is borderline. It's making it Gaia's Cradle. It's not as good, obviously. You have to do some work. So I'm going to put this one at good. I'm not at great, but I think it's good. I don't necessarily like the tapped part about it. Man, I could be lower. I could be good to good minus. Good minus. I love our grading systems.
That's not something that we agreed upon. Are you saying good to garbage?
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm.
Is that what you? Oh, okay. If Gaia's Cradle didn't exist, where would this be?
Well, the hard part is you got to pump 12 into it, man.
Right. I agree.
And it comes into play tapped.
So you find that being a problem, too much work.
There's a lot into that. You know,
I agree. How about this? I agree with you. It is a good minus. I think it's a fun variation on Gaia's Cradle.
Yes.
But doing that tapping business is quite a bit.
I don't know why they had to have it come into play tapped. Like, to be honest with you.
There's that too.
Why did you have to have it come into play tapped? But
okay, well,
I would like
it
better.
Would it be bad if this came into play untapped and then you tap down 12 and then you can tap it for that much mana? Is that too much for like standard?
You're saying
Maybe.
adding into it gives that much mana?
No. I'm just saying you have it drop. You tap all of your creatures to affect or
I see
get
what
to
you're
the plus
amount.
12 and then tap it for all that mana. Is that too fast?
Yeah.
I think the tap part is too rough for us, but I think it's probably appropriate for standard or limited. And so
That's a fair point.
I get why they did it, but for us, it's a garbage cradle.
Yeah. I'd rather play Growing Rites of Itlamok over this.
Yes. I'd rather play the Circle Druid.
Yep.
I don't play that.
Circle of Dreams Druid, and that's a 3.
Circle Jerk Druid.
I like drinking Lowry.
I do too. Right. So I'm gonna go with the garbage.
Oh,
I'm not gonna pay. It's $20, right?
Yeah, it is way more expensive than I thought.
I put this on pause. I'll wait for this to drop below 10. It's not worth what it is. I'm okay with it being a different version, and it can be really powerful, but I'm not interested in it right now.
I can dig it. Castle Ardenvale comes into play tapped unless you control planes. It taps for planes. You can tap 4 to create a 1/1 and you tap it, human creature token. You're on this one to start on this.
It's
garbage. Stop it. It's garbage. It's not good.
Okay. All right.
Not good.
I'm glad. I just needed a little push there. It's garbage.
It's not good.
Because if I'll use it in a token deck.
But you're tapping 5 to give
Right,
you a
I don't feel
1/1.
good about it.
You get a
I wasn't like,
1/1.
oh yeah, I love doing this, but it's on theme, and I'm okay with it being in a token deck. But I don't. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's not good. This is not
Totally
good.
agree.
This is not good. A card that isn't garbage is Minimo's School at Water's Edge, because we talked about this one last week, so we don't really need to go too in depth with it. But this one we're at great, right? Both of us.
Great. It's a great one.
Tapping legendary
The card's
permanents.
crazy good.
Yep. Gives you blue. Like you mentioned earlier, the Windbrisk Heights. So this is our white hideaway. This is one you think is a little bit easier than the green one. So the hitch on this one is you play the exile with if you attacked with 3 or more creatures this turn. So you got to attack with 3 and tapping the white, and then you can play that. So if you put the green one at great, where do you put this one?
Honestly, I'm going to put this at great as well. Super easy to trigger. It's not a free spell, but it's like easily a cost reduction. You will likely hit a spell that you are okay casting at 2 white. And like, I think it's a great card. Do I use it a ton? No. But when I have a lot of creatures in a white deck that I'm going to be attacking with, like Yishin, Rafine, like I put it in those decks absolutely when I want to be aggressive. And I'm okay with some tap lands coming in. That's the biggest drawback. Is that it comes into play tapped.
Yep.
And that's the same thing with Bridge as well.
Yep.
I love them both. They also are both like nostalgic. They were both really good.
Lorwyn? Is that where it was from?
Back in Lorwyn. And so I put it at great. I'm super cool with it.
Okay. I'm at good. Good to great. Like I'm good
Sure.
plus. So I'm the same as the green one. Same arguments there. Shizo Death's Storehouse. We talked about this one last week as well. This one put at great. Yep. You have the thumbs up. I'm guessing you're at great as well.
Yep.
Gives a legendary creature fear until end of turn, which means it can't be blocked by artifacts. Or only be blocked by artifact or black creatures. So
it's incredible how bad they were at cycles 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers do Minimo and Shizo that are crazy, and then the green one gives +1/+1 to a legendary creature until end of turn.
This is so
the red one gives first strike. And the white one prevents 2 whole ass damage. And then Minimo can untap Gaia's Cradle. And now the 1 ring. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. The difference in power level is insane.
No balance at all. All right,
None.
Castle. Okay, this one might be controversial.
Could be.
Castle Garden Garenbrig. There we go. Gardenbrig.
She
Garenbrig.
can't even read.
It taps, or it comes into play tapped unless you control a forest. It taps for 1 green, or you can tap 4, add 6 mana, spend this mana only, cast creature spells or activate abilities of creatures. I have been on the boat of, I think this one's garbage. It is giving you 1 mana itself, so that's 5.
Once you get to 5 mana, you can get 6.
You can
I
get
agree.
6. But then it's specific. It isn't that you can just use it for anything. You have to only use it for creature spells or activated abilities. So, yes, it's giving you 1+, so I could maybe say it's garbage plus. But this one's always bugged me that there's the hitches on this one with the tap, coming into play tap unless you have forest, and then it's only giving you 1 mana bonus. It's like, do better. Give me a little bit more, just give me something else. So for me, I don't like this one at all, and I never think about putting this in a deck.
Right. I've never used it. I've never put it in the deck. The stipulation makes it really rough, but I agree. Unless, how about this? Mono green deck, great. Anything else, garbage. Like, there is no in between, I don't think. There's probably some combos that we don't care about. Yeah, she's great. And it's just, agreed. We can move on. It's 95% garbage.
All right, I like that one. 95% garbage. How many more do we have?
like it better than Cabal Coffers, though.
Oh, shit. Oh, we have a lot.
You want to move quicker?
Well, no. I'm wondering if it loaded. No, it did the right amount. We have a long way to go.
Oh, wait. We need to.
We are here. See my
Okay.
Milo
Well, we're
taskbar?
getting further along, and it doesn't matter nearly as much. I do think we're picking it up anyway.
Sun Home Fortress of the Legion. I guess I should have thought of it when we're talking about 100 cards, and then it's you and I talking. This one is the doing the creature stuff, but it's
double strike land.
Double strike. This one I can see. This one's good. The double strike that does some stuff. I'm not saying it's great.
Good minus.
I'm not saying it's garbage, but yeah, good.
The 5 mana makes it tough, but I like it.
Yep. Vault of Whispers. That's our other artifact land, so we're skipping that one.
Yep.
Mortuary Mire. What does this one even do? Enters the battlefield. You may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. It enters tapped, and it's a black mana. Garbage for me. I don't ever play this one.
Good for me. It's in Tavol, but it's pretty limited. So yeah.
Olran Reef of the Vastwood enters tapped, gives you a green. Put a 1/1 counter on each green creature that enters the battlefield this turn. Where are you at?
Good. But I honestly, like, when it's in the deck, it's tough.
Yeah, for
like
me,
it probably works better in like a green token deck, and then I can do some work. But like I had it in Eshki because it was going to be like a counter theme, and then eventually it just gets cut because it's not like I just want to use that mana.
Yeah.
And it's so specific to putting it on to green creatures this turn. I think it's good.
For me,
you thinking garbage?
Yeah, I'm garbage.
It's pretty close.
It doesn't even get a thought with me. Midgar, City of Mako enters it. It has the adventure part of it, so that's the reason why it's on this list. You can
what does that do though?
The 3 is you may sacrifice an artifact or a creature. If you do, draw 2 cards. So that's good. I understand why it's here. This is from Final Fantasy. So, and then it comes in, if you do the other side, it comes in as a land tapped, and you can tap it for black.
Right. That feels pretty good, though.
It does seem
like,
good, yeah. No,
casting a spell that allows you to play a land, because you don't have to wait on the adventure. You just cast the spell.
You
and
have
then
to play
have
it.
the land come into play on
No,
tap.
you have to do another turn. You may play this land later from exile. So you have to wait.
I mean, that's still not bad. I don't hate it.
No,
Like, it's just a land waiting until you miss your drop.
Yep. I can take the.
I'd put it at good.
Yep, I'm at
I
good.
don't think I have it. How much is it?
$2.
$2?
Yeah. Castle Lochthwain comes into play.
Wait, what are you at from the
I said good.
Final Fantasy land?
Good.
Good?
Good. Yep.
Okay.
Castle Lochthwain taps for a black, comes into play tapped unless you have a swamp. Draw a card and then lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. You are not about this one, right? You haven't liked Castle.
You're right. I am. I say good tentatively. I get why it's there, but in our style of play, where we're drawing so many
That's a good point.
cards,
Yeah.
that this can be pretty painful.
Yeah. For 3.
Like, it is for sure way below War Room.
Yep. This one moved down the list, so we've been getting more draw stuff, like you said, with War Room and stuff. But I'm like a good minus. You know, it's not. I don't put it in decks anymore, and I only have it in like 1 or 2 decks at the most. So, our next hideaway with red is Spine Rock Null. This one, it costs 1 if you deal an opponent 7 or if what is it? Cast with pain
7 or more damage, then you get to pay the red, tap it, and do the hideaway.
But you don't.
casting.
You don't have to be dealing the damage. It's just if an opponent lost 7 or more life. So that's kind of nice. This turn, so you can cast if you can cast it an instant speed, you can do that. But
No, you can cast hideaway at any time.
even
It does not stop your restriction.
Because it isn't cast when
It is a cast, but it is kind of like a special action as well. So
Well,
like
it isn't a
with-
cast, is it? It says you.
yeah, it is
play.
cast. You are casting that spell, but it is kind of getting around that. Like
Oh, it does say pay.
when you wind brisk heights, it
Whoops,
is
did
requiring
not
you
mean to
to
do
do it when you're attacking with 3 creatures,
Hmm.
and you can cast any spell at that point. I know that for 100% fact. And so you
Okay.
could do sorceries, enchantments during the attack phase with wind brisk heights.
so the same
Guarantee
thing
you
here.
Spine Rock Knoll is they're all the same. So you meet all you're looking for is meeting.
Okay, so this one I'm good minus. Like I'm not. It's not great. It's a little
7's a
tougher.
bit.
Yeah.
I put it at good though too.
Dryad Arbor. This is just manland. Good in those decks that you want it. It is it is fetchable. You're not. Are you great or are you garbage?
I might be garbage.
Oh really?
I do like a fetchable creature, but having a land that can't tap for mana
That first turn.
is also rough on those first couple turns, or even like I do feel like there's enough times where I'm just like, God, I just need another land, and then if you draw Dryad Arbor, you're like, fucking fuck. Like, and that's the thing with tap lands. Like, it just there's that balance, and maybe it's just looking at this like it's a tap land. Like, if you are fetching this to be a blocker, you're in deep shit. Like, that's not something that's desirable. That's not something you're looking for in a deck. That is just in case. To whereas, like, if you do have something that's like sacrifice a creature, and then you're like, okay, I'll go get a Dryad Arbor with this fetch land, and then I can sacrifice this creature to go and do this thing. That feels better.
Yeah.
Natural order, stuff like that. But for the most part, I think this is garbage.
I have it in Black Panther, and that's probably the only deck, and it makes sense there because it's
That makes sense.
manland. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm probably. Did I say good minus or did I say good? I don't know. I
don't really listen to you.
I'm close to where you are with that.
Especially Unstable versus tonight.
Forgotten Cave. So this is a tap land and then cycling. I don't like the cycling ones. So these to me are garbage.
I think we could talk about the whole thing here. You're
Yep.
saying garbage for the cycle lands. I do think I like the one red and or whatever color it is for the cycling better than the 2 mana to cycle a land from like Urza's Saga. I don't hate it in certain decks, but it has to be very specific, and then that's only okay. Probably in as many decks as it is, because it's
in every
precons.
pre-con. Yes, it's in,
Yeah. I'll put it at like a garbage plus.
He's still failing, but you got a plus on there. I dig it.
Yeah.
Inventor's Fair, fucking great. I love Inventor's Fair and artifact decks. It's a way to get
Agreed. Great.
get
Where you want it. Do you put it in anything that is not at least a semi-artifact deck?
No.
No, not for me. But where you want, when you're an artifact deck, this is a great card.
Yep. Dark Steel fits in the artifact land one. This one's indestructible, which is nice. But
I put it at good.
Desolate Lighthouse. This one you like. This one's one of your babies in here, right? So this
That's
is
an
the
old
one that
one,
draw a card and then discard a card. It's tapping the one colorless, one blue, and one red. For me, I like the colorless ones over this one. And so this one is not in any of my decks. So for me, this one's garbage because we have other ones that I like better.
This is a garbage plus for me. And it just hit me that Gaia Reef Sanitarium has not been on this list so far, which just kind of blew my mind. But this is garbage plus. It's okay.
Yep. Then we got Grim Backwoods. This is sacrifices creature to draw a card. That's tapping 5. I mean, you're tapping 4 plus this and sacrificing a creature. At most, it's garbage plus for me.
I might actively hate this card. This might be the worst card we've talked about so far. I hate it.
It's just so much. It's not a free sack outlet. You're tapping 5 to do this.
Right.
And then you're drawing
to draw
one
a card. It's I get that you can do it to a dying creature in blocking. But like, are you planning to do this? Is that the Dryad Arbor deal? Like, oh, I'll fetch for it, and then it can just instantly die and have my, like, if you're sacrificing a creature, you're either like a token deck or you put mana into this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You need to like treat it better.
Yeah, this is.
I fucking hate this card.
Then we got our green cycling where we talked about that. Then we got the last channel, which is the red one. This one gives
Garbage.
you 2/1/1s. Yes, we were both on garbage there. Rivendell, we talked about last week. We both think this one's great.
Great.
That one allows you to scry for 2, basically, and tapping it. Then we have one of our newer ones, which is the Blues Planet Station one. What does this one do? It comes into play tapping for blue. Plus 12. Oh, so it's doing with artifacts. So we're getting our Gaia's Cradle and our Tellurium Academy. And so I think I'm in the same boat as the green one was. It might be. You think this one's a little better because it's artifacts, is what you're thinking?
Because we don't have Academy legal.
That's a fair point. Okay, so I'll put this one at good for me.
This is easily good for me.
You're not great.
If not great minus, but yeah, it's there.
Okay. Ishtar. Oh, this is a Final Fantasy. Ishgard, the Holy Sea. Let's see what's the first half. So you can tap 5, return target or up to 2 target artifact and or enchantment cards from your graveyard to your hand, and it goes on an adventure. Then it enters tapped. So I think it still fits in the. That's 5 though, but it has recursion built in on it. I'm lower on this one, and that's probably it's lower on the list anyways.
Yeah.
So good minus for me.
I'll go good minus.
Okay.
Because I wasn't listening to what it did.
You can return 2.
I'm just recovering. I don't care.
All right. Scavenger Ground. Sacrifice a desert. Exile all graveyards. It taps for colors. Garbage. 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 We don't have deserts. You can sacrifice this and exile all graveyards. I don't like this one.
I'm a good. Yeah, I know. I like this because it can go in any deck. So like Bajuka Bog's just for those black decks, and I get why you put it in just about every black deck. But also I get why you want a little bit of graveyard hate and everything that's not black. That's okay. and they
exil's
deserve it, and that's what
yours.
this card is. So I think it's good for that reason, not necessarily because I want to play it.
Yeah, because you kill your own deck because you're a recursion maniac.
Fair. That's the other point. Like, I don't like hitting my own graveyard. So yeah.
Castle Vantris. I now think this one's garbage.
Garbage.
I used to think it was good, but because we have Rivendell, this is 5 to scry 2. You're not even drawing. You're scrying 2.
Right. It's tough.
Yep. Witch's Cottage. So it is a swamp. Enters the battlefield if you control 3 or more other swamps. It comes into play untapped. If it comes in untapped, you may put target creature from your graveyard on top of your library. I think I'm in the same boat as the blue one. You know, I think this one's good to garbage for me. And I like that it's fetchable. But again, you're not putting it in your hand. It's going on top of your library. Yeah. And it has to come into play on tap for you to get that bonus.
Honestly, like I'm gonna go with garbage on this one. I generally like this effect. I like the other version of this. I think my problem is that I still very similar things with the blue one. Like I think it's good in 1 and 2 color decks, but once you start getting into the 3, it gets pretty hard to trigger. That is just a untapped land that gives you, or a tap land that gives you black mana. And creatures tend to be more of them, so they are less important versus like a spell. Like if I have a spell in there, it is ramp, draw, or protection. And those are all really good stuff. Whereas like a creature tends to be something else, a little bit maybe more on theme, which is good, but like also not as general. So I'm gonna go garbage with this.
All right. Yours made the list from last week.
Yeah.
Cephalid. Is it cephalid? Cephalid? Is that how you say it?
Phallic.
Colosseum. You're at great with this one. I'm probably at good with this one.
You know what? I still, even though I have it in 3 decks right now, I'll say good.
Okay.
It's very specific. It's good.
Barrenmore, that's part of our cycling, so we're in the same boat there. Mines of Moria. We talked about this one a little bit last week.
We did. Have you thought about it a little bit more? Or are you still kind of like, this is not on my list for red?
It's not.
It's a lot.
It at best, it's garbage plus. You know, that's 4.
At best, it's garbage plus.
That's
a little offended.
That's
but
5 to get 2 treasure tokens.
You don't even like your graveyard.
Yep, that's 5 to get you 2. That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to get you 2 mana. That doesn't stick around. You sacrifice those, they're gone. You know, and then you got to do it again.
I'll give it good plus or good minus.
Okay, we're around the same.
Just a little bit off. Yeah.
All right, another Final Fantasy land, and this one's new to me. Create a 0/1 black creature wizard token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This deals 1 damage to each opponent, so that's a 3. Then it comes into play tapped as a red. This could be the red mono one there if you're doing a non-creature heavier deck. I put this one at good. So
yeah, I do like that one. I don't own that one either. I have the blue one. I think I got the pre-release promo on that one. That's like, as mill, it's good for that. But
good
no,
for you.
It didn't help me. I'll let you know that. I do like this one though. I'll put it good.
Yeah.
For now, for not having it either.
Damn it, we're at 2 hours almost, and we still have. Oh, okay, we're getting there.
We're moving.
We're moving now. Archway of Innovation. So this is the blue MH3 one. Comes into play tapped unless you control an island. Taps for a blue. Next spell you cast this turn has Improvise. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Oh, you had your thumbs up. Yeah. So are we both at great? Are we both at great with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Tapping.
I do
one,
love this one.
Yeah, that's.
I do play a lot of artifacts.
It's only
So it works there.
It's only $130 right now.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, the Shire. Same thing as the other legendary lands. It's for the green, but you can tap 2, tap an untapped creature you control, create a food token. Food has become better, and that being said, I still think this is at good minus for me. You're making a food.
If it's a food deck, it's great. You put it in every food deck, and if it's not, it's garbage.
Okay, so they're pretty close there.
Yeah.
Then we got our white of the station lands. What does this one do? Tap 4, so 3 colorless and 1 white. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Activate only as a sorcery. It needs a 12+.
I didn't know that Obadiah Parks was also Ramsey. Jesus.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You guys are different things. We know you're different people. I didn't hear you on the white station.
So it creates.
I've seen that it's expensive. I'll bet you it's good in.
You create an
Standard?
artifact or an enchantment token if it gets 12+. So I think it's weaker than the other one. So whatever I had those at, which was like good minus to garbage, I think I'm around.
You're just gonna say this is garbage. I think the station cost.
That's a lot.
Is a good way to do it. I really like that angle.
Yes,
but it feels like a lot.
Especially this comes into play tapped.
Right. So I'm gonna say like good minus, garbage plus. I haven't played with it. I'm willing to keep it open to a good.
All right. So
I don't know.
Cabal Stronghold. Now Cabal Coffers you said was garbage. Cabal Stronghold can tap for a colorless.
Yeah.
But you're having to tap 3 and tap it for each basic swamp. It's not for each swamp. There's some handcuffs on this one. So if you thought that was garbage, what do you think of this one?
It's garbage.
It's double garbage. I do think it's pretty garbage. It is a.
I don't. Mono black, for sure. You're running this. This is absolutely great in mono black. Otherwise, garbage.
All right. I'm about the same boat. Castle M. Why am I reading all these? I'm the reader that can't read. Embereth. Embereth? I think that's what it is. It enters tapped unless you control a mountain. Taps for a red. Or you can tap 3 and tap it. Creature you control. Get 1+0 until end of turn. This is hot garbage. That is not a good benefit for 4.
Yeah.
That's garbage.
It's garbage. Like, again, if I am in a super go wide, I can consider it at least. But otherwise, no. It's not being played.
I just noticed Vincent's question. He said the Shire works in Kona too, right? What is Kona's again?
I'm not entirely sure. I was looking it up there. Kona is if it's tapped at your second main phase, put a permanent card from your hand on the battlefield. And the Shire does want you to tap a legendary creature to create a food token, right?
Oh no, tap an untapped creature. Yep. Oh yep, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't make it good. But in that specific thing, yes.
Gaia Reach. We talked about this one before. That one's one of your faves, so we're both.
Yeah. What do you feel about this?
I think it's good to great. It's good to great.
It's good to great for you, huh? Yeah.
Well,
no, it's
for me. If we were really breaking down things from the beginning and not spending a lot of time, and now we're at 2 hours, I put this one just at good. But I think this out of everything we've seen, this is good to great. Doesn't go in every.
I love this card.
I know you do.
And I could be super biased. I'll say that I love it again. Great.
You're at great.
For me.
Great.
But it's a personal thing. Again, I probably shouldn't say that for you all that it's great, but it's something that this is probably my pet card. I just super enjoy it. And that's all I got.
Good, great, grand, wonderful. All right, then we got the blue cycling land. We already talked about that. Restless Cottage. It enters tapped. It can tap for a black or a green. You can tap 4. It becomes a 4/4 black-green horror creature token until end of turn. It's still land whenever it attacks, create a food token and exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. There's a lot going
Good
on
in
with
food
this
decks. Otherwise, meh.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Field of the Dead, talked about that last week. I think this one's good to great.
It's a game changer. It's great.
Yeah. I just started using it more because I didn't make a proxy until recently, and so now I'm starting to put it in decks. Amiria, the Sky Ruin. So it enters tapped at the beginning of your upkeep if you control 7 or more planes, and you may return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Great in mono white. Everything else, get the fuck out.
Garbage.
Yep, you don't need it in those
Same.
decks.
Same.
Yep. Spy Master's Vault. Enters the battlefield unless you control a swamp. Taps for a swamp. Target creature connives, one of Lowry's favorite thing, X, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn. I didn't even know about this card, even though it was
I love
MH3.
this card.
Oh. Well,
What?
it's okay.
You didn't even know about it? I feel offended. No, I do enjoy conniving. I do, because it doesn't necessarily have to be like a planned thing. Like if end of games, it's a black and tapping it, so it's not a really large cost. 1/1 counters on a creature that you want. If you have a deck that is killing creatures, something like Kelsian that's like wants to kill creatures, it's super good in that regard.
It feels very specific, though, doesn't it? Like, you can't use it on a board wipe because you don't have any creatures to pin this to. So there's no conniving.
I mean, if you are a board white deck and you don't have creatures sticking around, then I think you're doing it wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah, right. But no, I'm just saying, like, in response to somebody else doing it,
Sure.
you can't be like, well, nope, they're all dead. So it has to wait until everything's dead for it to activate. So it feels like
Right.
it's a specific, like, your plan is to sacrifice or kill things, you know?
I think also if you look at it and you look at your play group and what's happening, if there are like, I'm attacking everybody with everything that I have, and you're like, I can survive this if I do this, this, and this. I think 10 creatures are going to die. I'm going to connive with that one creature that's going to survive, and that's going to be able to crack back. Like, I'm going to be able to see 10 fucking cards. I'm going to discard a bunch, but that I think is very doable. And
I think in the right deck, yes. I think in the right deck, this works. So where do you put it then?
I put this at good plus.
See, and I'm at good minus.
That's fine. No, that's fine. I would even put it at great minus. That's where I'm at. Like, I do really like this card. You put this in a Tesa deck, you'll love it.
Yep.
I put this in my Rafine deck, I love it. I put this in my, like I said, Kelsian deck. There are multiple decks.
I guess this could
Celeste deck right now. Like, you have
It
a
could
sacrifice, you have a kill everything.
It could fit in.
Those are real decks.
What's my deck? I always forget the name, and you always remember it. My mono black.
Braids.
Braids. It would work in braids.
For sure.
Because I'm
For sure.
sacrifice a creature, make everybody sacrifice, boom.
Yeah.
Connive. It could work
Pay
there.
2 mana, connive 3.
All right.
Yeah.
You've moved me up from good minus to I'm at good minus. All right. The Black Gate enters the battlefield and you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. It taps for a black, or you can tap colorless and a black, tap it. Choose a player with the most life or tied for the most life. Target creature can't be blocked by creatures that player controls this turn.
I like it a lot.
You're going to say you like
I
it
think
better
it's just good.
You like it better than Rogue's Passage?
For sure.
Because it's 2 CMC, but everything else a little hoops. She's a player with the most life. But you have to target creature can't be blocked by.
It's
creature.
a lot of hoops. It's good.
For me, it's garbage.
Really?
Well, I guess it can
Okay.
come into play untapped, but no, I don't like it. No, I'm going garbage. Never even thought of that one going in. Skarg, the Rage Pits, can tap for...
I moved that the wrong way.
What?
I burped and then I blew it into the mic.
Take that, fuckers. You can tap 1 green, 1 colorless. Target creature gets 1/1 and gains trample until the turn. I mean, Kessig, I think, is better.
For sure.
And that's where I'm at with that. I like Kessig better if you're going to play something like that. I guess you're probably putting both of these in.
Is at like number 6. I think this is close.
I was going to say, if you're playing one, you're playing both, probably. Because it does the trample.
Yes,
So
I would agree. For me, this is good plus. I do really like it.
I'm in the good part. Halmar Depths. I really loved this card. I don't play it much anymore.
A decade ago.
I know. I really love this card because it comes into play. You look at the top 3 cards of your library and put them back in any order. It comes into play tapped. It taps for a blue. At this point, the only deck it's in is Eureka because I'm setting the top. So for me, it's good minus, garbage plus.
It's something that I put in every blue deck before we started the podcast.
Yep.
And I don't think I've done it since. So it was great a decade ago, and it's garbage. God damn it. I love this card.
Yeah. But you look at you're about to say but, your lips are going but.
I think it's unless you are in a meta that has a lot of big creatures being thrown around. If you're in like a bunch of little things, tokens going wide, this is a bad card. This is a garbage card. If you are in a meta where
it affects games.
It depends on the meta, I think.
It affects games just because of being able to
I think that's the way that we play.
Right.
Or can play.
We have a bunch of dickheads.
This is a bad card against your Rico deck.
Yeah.
For the most part. Like I can take away whatever the worst thing is going to be, but Eureka's just going to be the worst thing where I'm just losing a ton of life. Maze of Ith is, I love it, but I can't say that it's great.
But no, I'm at good.
It's garbage.
You're at garbage. I'm at good.
I'm at garbage.
Years ago, I would have been at it's garbage. Now it's grown on me more because I've seen it hurt me because when in doubt, affect a Smith. It's kill a Smith, but it's
real good against us.
Yeah, it wrecks our shit. So I think this one, I think it's good. I think Maze of Ith is good. But yeah, it sucks because it isn't a land. You're not, you can't put it in as your land.
And that can't make its own mana. And I do demote it for that reason. It'd be good if it can create a colorless.
So do you like the other ones that tap 3?
Flip into it?
No, that you can tap for mana, but they can tap 3 or 4.
Oh, no, those are awful.
Yeah, they're bad. Yeah. All right. We got our white cycling. We got Creeping Tar Pit. So this one turns into an unblockable creature for 3. How do we feel about Creeping Tar Pit?
Garbage.
Yeah. They used to be good.
You like it in your Eureka deck. You've used it there at least. But do you like it there? Or is it just like, yeah, that works?
It's something if all my creatures get wiped, I got something that goes through, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So, but no, I think it's garbage still. High Market, colorless, tap, sacrifice, you gain 1 life. Sacrifice a creature, gain 1 life. I think it's garbage. Oh, you gave a thumbs up.
You think it's garbage? It's not great. It's good. It's a free sack outlet.
It is a free.
It works in your game life decks.
I do have it in the. Or did I take it out? No, it is in the Spider-Man deck. Is the colorless part and is the free sack outlet, but the 1 life. I'm like, sacrificing
it's
like
not a lot.
I'm sacrificing a 10/10 for 1 life. Damn it! But
don't sacrifice a 10/10 then.
Well, no, if like something's dying or I'm trying to move counters, like there's a point to it. So okay, I'll say garbage plus, good minus for me.
I good for me.
Okay, Strip Mine. It's great.
It's great if you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
good.
Try and avoid it.
Yep. Yeah. I don't have a Strip Mine in a single deck, I don't think. Treasure Vault. I 5 years ago would have said this is great. I think it's garbage now. It's an artifact land, which gets you that artifact. No, artifact land. I'm going to move it up to good minus because it does give you that artifact part. Like,
right,
where we talked about the other ones. So I'm going to get it into the good part. But the part where I thought I was most excited and I'm bitter about is I never use this part. The tap XX and sacrifice and get X treasures.
How about this? I like it better than Darksteel Citadel, which is the indestructible one, because if I'm using an artifact, I'm looking for, or artifact land, I'm looking for some sort of triggers.
Mm-hmm.
And not only does this come down as a land trigger like Citadel, but also I have that opportunity to drop some treasures that are going or should create more triggers, if that makes sense. Like, and it also works in like what's the squirrel asshole that, like, whenever you make tokens, make that many
Chatterfang.
What?
Chatterfang.
Yeah. So it works in like Chatterfang. It works in those token decks. It works in Magus Lucia Kane with the X. Like, I think there's some options there. I like it at the good spot, but it is disappointing.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be better, and it wasn't. Then we got this one's gonna be new to me because it is from the newer set with the station. So this is the black one. Again, we got the 12+. You can tap 2, pay 2 life, sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Cards equal to sacrifice creature's power activate only as a sorcery. Ooh, I don't like this one. I think this one's my least favorite of the bunch so far.
Okay. Garbage.
Yep. Because it's a
I believe you.
sorcery. If it was an instant, sure. But, yep.
Really?
what?
I mean, you still got to dump in X amount of power.
Well, yeah, I'd like it better if it was in any time. All I'm saying. I'm not saying I would take it away from garbage.
If this was a regular land that came into play that you paid a black and a colorless sack a creature to draw a card,
that's a fair point.
that'd be okay.
And that pay 2 life. Don't forget that part.
Okay. But I'd put that at good. I don't want to sacrifice. Like, the sorcery part is there so that you can't block and have it die and sacrifice it to draw a card.
Right. Which, why not?
I'd only put it at good if that sorcery application and the station application was not there. This is garbage.
Yep. Thespians.
Garbage.
Hot
just
garbage. I was actually looking. I didn't put those buttons up with the garbage. That's what I was going to use.
Garbage.
Thespian stage. So this one is colorless. You can tap 2. It can become a copy of target land, except it gains. Except it has this ability. So it's not until end of turn. It just turns into that land, and then it has that same ability.
Is Mirage Mirror gonna pull you that way?
Yeah. I think this one's becomes a copy of target land. I think this one's great. It's great, especially
Great?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You just said great. That's like the highest thing that we're saying.
All right, great minus. I think it's great because you can copy anybody's land, and then it keeps it.
You put it in with Dark Depths. Otherwise, you don't play this card.
I guess you're right. If I'm saying, do I put this in every single deck? I don't have it in a single deck. So, okay, I guess I'm back to good. I need to get back at, like, we've gone through like 95 cards at this point, and I'm just like, well, we've been getting into the garbage stuff, so my mind is on that. All right, Raging Ravine. It's not the man land. It's the same as the other man lands. It's the other, yeah, it's the same as the other man lands.
It's so bad. It's not. Holy shit.
What?
Inkmoth Nexus has not been on this list.
And I don't think it's going to be. We're almost at the end.
Craziness.
Nope, it's not on the list.
That's the best man land.
Yeah.
All right. Bonner's Enclave.
We talked about last week. It's one of your faves. I think that's great. I think it's great.
Yeah,
Good to
it's
great.
great minus, great, good plus for sure.
Then we get the white of the MH3 land, so it comes into play tapped unless you control planes. You can tap 4, 2 white, 2 colorless. Look at type five cards of your library. You may reveal a historic card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Historic is artifacts, legendaries, sagas, and that's it. And planeswalkers, right? Isn't? Oh, that's legendary. Yeah, that's legendary.
Legendary.
So you're 5 for 5. You're looking at 5. You're tapping 5.
I'm a this is good in practice, but I almost never want to pay 5 to just put a card into my hand.
No, I'm
looking at 5, put one in my hand potentially.
It's garbage.
I don't want to put it there. I think it's playable. But you did not give me that option in the 3Gs.
We got 3G.
All right. It's garbage, but it's playable. How about that?
All right. Nephilia Drown Yard. So this one, target player mills 3 cards. Garbage.
Absolute garbage.
Just horseshit. Axe Guard Armory. Comes into play tapped. Tap it for a white. 2 red, 1 white, 1 color. Sacrifice this. Search your library for an aura card or equipment. Reveal it. Put it under your hand. Then shuffle. I don't like it. If you're in an aura, you have your equipment deck. Did you put it in there?
This feels like. Do I have one? I'd have to think about it. I don't know if I did or not. I feel like it's very much like the other one that we just talked about, where it's like. It's a lot of mana to get something into your hand.
Not only that, it's a lot of like color specific mana, like 2 red, 1 white, and a color. Like colors is fine, but 4 plus it.
Right.
I'm
at a. It's garbage but playable.
I like your little. Asterisk next. Garbage but playable.
I'm all right with that.
Emergency zone. Taps for a colorless. Sacrifice it. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. If you say anything above garbage, you're a fraud on the other one.
I know. Look,
because this sacrifices. You're losing a land.
Yeah, the Exile Discord is all about this one. And I agree with you. I'm a coward. I've never spoken up in there saying, "Hey, this is we should stop talking about this card." It's garbage. It's not good.
Why are they about this one?
I don't know.
Such a weird one.
I think it's just the colorless part, but it's not good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Access tunnel. Taps for a colorless. Target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked if you tap 3 and tap it. Garbage. Garbage.
Yeah.
We got that one. Westvale Abbey. I've always liked this
Did we
card.
just skip?
Well, because that was the dredge. Oh, it's dredge too. I was thinking it was the cycling. Dakmore Salvage. What do you think of that one? You like the?
Oh, we can skip it probably.
All right, garbage. Westvale Abbey is capture colors. You can pay 1 and 5. Create a 1/1 white black human cleric. Garbage there. You can do 5 and tap it. Sacrifice 5 creatures and it transforms into a 9/7 flying lifelink indestructible haste creature. I loved this card when it came out.
Right.
I don't think I like it anymore.
It's hard to trigger it.
Yeah.
It's hard to give up 5 creatures.
Yeah. I'm garbage.
It's that same point. I'm garbage.
Unless
but playable. Like I want to play with it.
It's in my Tesa deck. Is the only deck that it can be in. You know, that's the only one
Totally
that
see it
really
there.
works with.
Yeah.
You know, because you're playing a bunch of token creatures. Your creatures are, you want them to die. This is a good sack outlet to give yourself a 9/7 and all that.
We both like it. It's just it's a lot of work to do.
And remember, which I've played this in the wrong deck because then you pointed out the creature is black on the other side. And like, fuck.
It is black. It has to be in a black
Has to
deck.
be in a black deck. So that is specific there. And our last card on the list, 2 hours and 20 minutes into this, Cur Keep. Taps for colors, tap a red, tap a colors, create an 0/1 red Cur Kobold creature token named Kobolds of the Cur Keep. Garbage. I mean, It's better creating a token than tapping 4.
You just said garbage?
It's garbage. Get the fuck out of here.
Good plus.
Good plus.
Yes, absolutely. This is the best land card at making a token.
Is it? Isn't there that one that's the reserve list one that does 1 white and 1 colorless and it creates a thingy?
No. Maybe, but I'm just disagreeing. What do you mean? 1 white and 1 colorless creates a dinghy.
It's a 1/1, like it has an actual front.
Oh, Calderon Outpost where you got to sacrifice the planes?
Yeah, but it taps for 2.
No, maybe.
Yeah, I think it taps
probably.
for a colorless and a white.
Disagree. So you're talking about like Carrot Keep is as good as a $10 reserve list land.
No, not as good. I don't like this one.
This is better.
I don't like it.
Better.
Garbage. Hot garbage.
No.
All right, we're at
Don't like
220.
it. Can we go pee? Pee break?
Oh, you can, I don't need to pee, but you go for it.
Okay, so can I pee? All right, you do your deal.
All right. So I'm going to go through actually really quick while Lowry's getting that. We are going through the tournament stuff, and I'll move up. I'm getting uncomfortable now. So I want to show what the path was to get where we are with Rhystic Study. So Rhystic Study, #1 overall pick, went against Trouble in Pairs in the first round. It beat Trouble in Pairs 84% to move on to the next round. Then it went against Jessica's Will, and that was also a blowout. That one won with 81% of the vote. So the other one was 84. That was 81. And then this last week, like I mentioned before, you can see here, Rhystic Study took down Skull Clamp at 63%. And Skull Clamp was the number 11 against the number 1 there. So the One Ring, I think the blowouts, well, One Ring had bigger blowouts in the first and the third round. So One Ring, the first round went against Jin Gataxius, the douchebag Jin Gataxius with the drawing. It won 88% of the votes to move on. Then it went against Mystic Remora, and it won there with 72% of the votes. And then, as you can see, Bolus's Citadel. Oops, nope, wrong way. Bolus's Citadel lost to the One Ring with 74. I had 72 down. Oh, no, I had 75 down. So somebody else voted after I did this poll. So that is our path to get where we're at here. Now, for those that don't know Staple Versus, and I got to wait to hit the button until Lowry gets back. We did Staple Versus probably at this point 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago. And what it basically was that was when it was when the Malort was flowing heavily, and Lowry was not getting as bad a gout as he gets now. So at the end of the cast, that was kind of our mix up of either doing Staple Versus or Stump the Smith Savant, and so we'd switch them off. And Staple Versus, Lowry would normally pick the underdog, and I would pick the one that was the staple. So it's the staple versus the underdog, and then we'd fight back and forth and figure out, argue, and then you guys would vote and all that stuff. Now we're going to start doing that with these tournaments. So no matter what, wherever there's the finals, even if one of us has both cards in the finals, one's going to choose one side, one's going to choose the other, and then we're going to battle about it. We got to keep this under 10 minutes just so we're not at like a 5-hour episode. So Lowry, you are back now. I just kind of explained I did the path of how we got to where we're at, how each one, what rounds they beat and all that stuff. And explained when our Staple Versus, and the reason we liked Staple Versus so much is it was just so ridiculous and it was funny, especially because we were drinking and Malort, like I mentioned earlier, was kind of flowing then. So we're drinking tonight, and yes, we are 2 hours and 25 minutes into this. So let's see how this goes. All right, so Lowry, your #1 overall pick, Rhystic Study, is going against my #2 overall pick, but my #1 pick, the One Ring.
Right.
Go ahead. Lead the way. What do you got?
Did you press the button? Do we got some?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, ready?
Excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
Fight!
Oh, I want to hear that more. I like that
So
one.
good.
Gets me
So
pumped.
good. Look, all right. Rhystic Study being something so iconic and something so missed, I think deserves your vote. You know what I mean? Like,
It is the most annoying card in Magic. Did you pay one?
yes.
We made cards for
Hold on.
this.
No. Don't steal my
Reminder.
thunder. I plan on responding to you in that way every time you say something.
Did you pay one?
You want to pay more, you want to draw more cards so that you can pay one more often. Like, whenever an opponent plays a spell, they got to pay one or you draw a card.
Right.
There are so many ways. This is so fucking bannable in it shouldn't be legal in anything more than a 4-person game. Like if in your like 5-6 person game, 7-8 person game,
What
9,
game?
10
What are
person
you-
game. We
What games are you playing?
how insane is that?
What game? 7-8 person game. The hell are you talking about? Who play- Are you a psychopath? What the hell are you talking about?
No, the only games that I've been in that are that big
You know,
are
those-
with you.
Those 20
I don't like
person
it.
games, it's really good in those
It's
games.
so
The one, the more games.
Do you know what makes those games worse? Rhystic Study. Like,
All right.
and if we're in a 10-person game, who's drawing more cards?
You got
Rhystic
me.
Study.
You got me.
How many cards can you draw?
Although
with the
in a
One Ring?
10-person game, it's probably getting removed because there are 9 other players that are just gonna be like, "Fuck this."
Why would they pick on a Rhystic Study? Just let me draw cards. It's fine.
Larry, I got a question. Do you like do you pay your taxes?
I don't want to admit this. Yeah. Yes,
do?
I do.
Okay, so easy right there. Rhystic Study. That's taxes. You just pay it.
Is it as easy?
Yeah, it's easy.
I pay somebody to do my taxes.
Oh wait, God, I'm gonna go back.
Oh, good
Oh, good
You
for
do
you.
too.
I do, but I don't have to. I didn't admit it. I mean, I didn't out myself there. You depend for Rhystic Study. You depend on others, and you depend on bugging others. Always. Did you pay one? Did you pay one? Did you pay?
Right.
The One Ring. You are the one that depends on it. You are the one that's affecting it. You can manipulate it. You can untap it and draw more cards. You also
But we're adding in more cards to make the One Ring better?
no. Yeah, you're drawing more cards. That's how it gets better each turn that goes by. That's what's even crazier. Each turn it goes by, it gets better and better and better. Now, if you manipulate
And then
it
you lose and you die quicker and quicker.
with how
and
much
quicker.
life? Yeah, that's not that much life. And if you abuse it, you can draw a crap ton more and only lose the life one time. Every time it untaps, you don't lose life. Not to mention, when you cast it, what's the thing we always forget when you cast it? What happens?
I don't know. I forgot.
You have protection from everything until your next turn. Does Rhystic,
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Does Rhystic do that?
I don't have to.
Does my other question is, how
Are you holding on to your One Ring until it's like relevant
no
to like survive?
You play.
Are you
survive.
going to
Wait.
die that quick? Is that how bad your decks are?
Speaking of no, because Rhystic, late game Rhystic is terrible because there is endless amounts of mana. It's like I'll pay my taxes, pay my taxes. The One Ring I can play at any time.
That means
and
they
it's
play
fantastic.
less spells, and so the
If
One
I play,
Ring is worse.
if I play the One Ring early, fuck, I'm drawing 5 cards in a couple turns. If I play it mid game, it's fantastic because then you're saving yourself for a turn. If you play it late game, it saves you, and you can draw right away from it. Rhystic, you have to play it and then you say go, and then you got to monitor everybody's turn. You know,
and then I just win.
And then
that I think that's the difference. I think you're trying to like fluff that off.
What
as
happens?
In, like,
what happens to
whatever happens?
What happens?
But when
to
you
Lowry,
have
what do you like to do?
7 spells turned, by the time it comes back to you,
they just pay
on
one.
the first turn
They just pay
that you
one.
play it mid game.
You have to depend on other
It's
people.
already game.
It's just one. But my
It's
other
already
question
game.
is, Lowry, what do you like to do when it's not your turn? You just said it earlier too.
Go eat pizza.
Okay. If Rhystic Study's out, how are you going to monitor if people are paying 1 and you're drawing?
I don't have to.
Oh, why?
Because I'm the federal government and everybody pays or does not pay their tax. And then I just get to draw cards.
Oh, is that how it works?
They just let me know. I come back and we're like, you get to draw 3 cards.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how that works.
You have to pay attention to everybody else's turn when it's not your turn for Rhystic Study.
I have too much ADD for that. That's not how that's
One
working.
ring, I
have this reminder token that somebody that's fighting against the reminder token currently made. So I just kind of like,
pass it
and
around.
I go eat pizza. Maybe some chips. Probably some chips. Chips are involved.
Here's another question. Can you play Rhystic Study in? Let's just say like my braids deck.
It's
my braids,
what?
In my braids deck.
Yeah, not yours, but there is a blue braids where I could play it in. Yeah.
Can you play it in my Blanca deck?
Sorry, cutting out.
Your mic dropped out, Adam. It's gone. It's no longer. That was good. Can I play it in my Spider-Man deck? Like, I can play the One Ring in any deck I want to play it in. Any deck. Can you play it in any deck?
Can you pay 1?
I will pay my taxes. I will pay the 1.
You pay the 1.
See, I can eliminate you from drawing a card. You can't eliminate me from drawing a card. I just go, oh, you know what, Larry? Can you pay? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to tap it. Now I draw 1. Oh, wait, I've already done this.
I would just say
done
you're
this
too
3
late.
times. I've already done this 3 times. I'm going to draw 3.
Right. All right. We're going to do fake math here. And I play my thing turn 3, Rhystic Study. You play your thing turn 4. And by the time it is turn 5, you have drawn a card. A1 card.
Yep.
And by the time turn 5 happens, I've already had 1,
No.
2.
Wait. Why aren't
2
people
turns.
paying their taxes?
I've had at least 2 turns. I've at least drawn 2 cards.
Okay, you're assuming Quinn's in the game where he says he doesn't pay taxes, but everybody
that's
else
that
pays
North Dakota
taxes.
mentality.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
everybody else pays their taxes. If you know better, you pay your taxes. So
You're supposed to, right?
So you are in a range of 0 to how many cards?
That's untrue. 0 has never happened.
It's never happened.
Everybody, at least one person. There is always at least one person that's self-employed within our play group.
Show me your receipts.
And they will not pay their taxes.
Show me your receipts.
No, they won't.
Well, if Quinn's in the game, of course you're going to draw. Like, yes.
Right. No, I get that.
Rhystic Study.
I try a
Fantastic.
lot. It's
Fantastic.
so much.
If Quinn's in a game, find your deck that has Rhystic Study because
He gets angry about it.
Don't ask me. That or Smothering Tide. One of those two.
Don't
ask me.
Just draw.
You have an infinity amount of mana. Are you going to pay your taxes? No, fuck that. I'm not paying taxes.
Right. And that's my point. There's always somebody so bitter about their taxes. And I feel like by the time turn 5 rolls around, the One Ring's done 1. And I, on a Rhystic Study, has drawn at least 4 cards, 5 cards.
So you're
10 cards in
you're
a 10-person
assuming-
game
okay.
at least.
So in this scenario,
Yeah, no,
You're saying-
realistic scenario.
the realistic scenario that you had in your opening hand or in your first 3, you got to have it in that first 90 cards, right?
I'm talking a worst case scenario.
Your first 10
maybe.
cards out of the worst? Like, what if you get this late game and everybody can pay it? What if you
Nobody's
get it?
going to. They hate their taxes.
That's not how it works.
You know, here's
That's
the
not
different
any of this works.
tactics that you can do it.
Does it save
if it's
you?
at the beginning of the
Does it
game, you just
save
go,
you?
"Hey, did you pay your one?" And like just kindly ask them. At the end of the game, if you late play this, you're like, just be loud. Did you pay your one?
But if you're eating
And then
pizza, how does
you
that
got
work?
You need a certain level of annoyance.
So wait, yeah, how
With
does that?
Rhystic Study?
Well, there goes my pen. How does that work when you're eating your pizza? Do you have to go backtrack and be like, all right, wait, you know what? You need to replay those spells because you wanted to pay the one. Wait,
No,
did
see,
you pay the
I
one?
take the sausage off my pizza and I place it on their spell
That's
or hanging around
blasphemy.
right there and be like, do you pay your one?
What did my
or no?
brother? Did my brother get here and you're
Right,
eating
right, right.
pizza,
This
touching
is,
other
this is
people's
called
cards?
mafia mentality, and it's a threat until it becomes real.
Okay, wait. Here's one other thing I got a question for.
Yes.
How does yours deal with like spot removal? Just like wondering, like, can it be removed? I know it's enchantment, so it's really tough.
Can it be removed? Sure. Is it removed? 100% of the time, never.
Wait, no. Let's do Trump statistics. 500% of the time, it is never removed. Because percentages don't make
It really
sense.
doesn't. No. 500% of the time. Oh. All right. I don't want to agree with your percentages.
It's 500% of the time, it is never removed. So I don't know how that works. And
It's never been removed. How about that? In my
Bullshit.
experience.
Now it sounds like we're actually talking politics. Lies.
There's a trans joke in there, right? I'll delete that. There's no way that's.
I'm deporting your Rhystic Study. It is out of here. The problem with mine, oh man.
Is that what if you're a Rhystic Study, you're woke. So you need to vote for me.
I don't even know where you go with that.
If you're authoritarian if you vote for the One Ring.
Oh God, I could go. The joke could go.
God.
The One Ring is like no. I was gonna say because it can't be killed. It can't be kicked out of the country.
It only works like this, like taxes being paid towards Rhystic Study.
How do we get into politics with this?
It
this
might
is
make
a
it.
disaster.
All right. It might make it on audio. Or
it's fine. It's live on. It's live on YouTube. Now you're making. All right. Oh shit. All right. So I didn't think we were gonna go that route. Politics was not on my
Your
notes.
notes don't cover
My
this?
notes don't say.
Joke's on you. I don't have any notes.
All right. I don't know. Is there more stuff? I mean,
All
we're at two.
So you're cool with like a condom on the One Ring with the protection. You like the why the cocked head?
Whoa,
That's
cock
what it is.
and
You
condoms,
like
right?
the protection on it, the condom.
Well,
Get it?
it's always a surprise. It's like a bonus where it's just like, ooh, I didn't know that little French tickler was getting there. You know, you're just, the extra.
Yeah, I helped you out.
The finger going in.
But
What?
with Rhystic Study, you just learn you got a pull-out game. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, but you do have to worry about it. You can't.
They cast a spell. You might draw a counter spell. And you're like, yeah, okay.
You can't play Rhystic and go eat pizza. You can't go eat pizza. You have to pay attention.
Did you just say pizza?
You're like, that's what I'm having after this podcast. Pizza sounds amazing. No, you can't
That's
go.
A great idea.
Let's end the cast right now. You can't go eat pizza and play. You can't play Rhystic Study and go eat pizza. You have to pay attention. You are no longer. You can't.
I have honest friends.
You can't. You can't scroll on your TikToks and your internets because you got to pay attention to what everybody else is doing. You gotta be the tax collector. And, did you pay one? Did you pay one?
Right. I mean, like, I do enjoy being annoying like that. That's some good shit right there.
I got a question for you. Does your card did it spawn a whole, movie series, book series? Like, is it?
What's a movie?
What's a movie? The greatest movie series of all time. With the, did you think I actually? You were. What is,
He's in movies.
yes.
All right.
What did
I
you-
heard a B.
movie. It's like a moving booby. I don't know. And I want to say, how? What did your card?
Can
say?
we get a moving movie?
Can I? Oh, I got one more question. What's the most expensive card in Magic? It was Black Lotus, right?
Yeah.
What? But it's not anymore.
Yeah. It's the Rhystic Study, right? That has a secret layer to it.
The One Ring. The One Ring. Just maybe that guy.
Just because somebody's willing to pay that much doesn't mean it's worth that much.
Okay, so to
Completely off the market. You cannot buy what's his nuts card. I've totally forgot what's his name?
Posty.
Yeah, you give him a nickname. You forgot it too. Post Malone. You can't
you did
buy his
remember
card.
it.
It's not even on the market.
Okay, but what's the cheapest version you can buy of the One Ring?
Yeah, like $10. Like incredibly damaged.
Ripped in half. You get a chunk of it. You get a quarter. You get a tenth of it. So it's a tenth of the price. Touche. My last question. This is always my favorite when I have you guess this. How many decks do you think Rhystic Study is in?
Right. Oh, we know this, right? It's that amount.
You're right. You got me.
That's on the paper
right there. Yep, you're right. Do you have a guess at all?
At least. All right. Let's go with like 320,000.
Wow, you're really undercutting it. What do you think the One Ring is at?
Like 4.
That's always my favorite. No, actually, Rhystic is in more decks. It's an 880.
I know.
It's an 885.
I clearly stated that.
You're correct. 885,000. The One Ring is in 621,000. But to quote Lowry from earlier in this episode, Rhystic Study has been out for so long.
Right.
And of course it's going to be in more decks because it's been out for so long. The One Ring has only been out for like 3.5 years. And it's almost caught Rhystic Study at a sticker tag that's like triple the price, if not quadruple the price of Rhystic Study. It's still in
what?
It's over
That was a
100.
ridiculous price. What are we?
It's
what are
over
you talking
100.
about? What's the cheapest non-damaged between the two?
I
feel like we need to.
Can I
feel like we need to
look
state
at
that at this
TCG
point.
and be like, hey, I just want a corner. Can you get a corner? Do you have a corner? Not damage. I want way past
You
damage.
need some proof that it is the card. So
Just the
like
corner.
half of an artist's name.
Let's just check that out before we end this. I just want a corner of the card. The One Ring. Let's just get this. All right. Okay. I guess it's less than I was thinking. It's 80.
Of course it was, because you overinflate whatever you think that you're doing.
Yeah, right.
What were we saying, like 47?
It's at 80 as the cheapest. Rhystic.
No. I saw smaller numbers than 80.
You saw smaller numbers that weren't the same cards.
Yeah, 108 for the One Ring. Crazy. 47.
There's not 47. Oh, heavily played. I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
52.
That's not damage. It doesn't say damage.
No, I think
that
it,
was
I think the picture just has a corner of the card. It just says the 50. So we get 52, 53, 54 because if you add in the shipping, that one's the corner card you can get. Study. So 54. Let's see if I can spell.
She can't even read.
I just snotted. All right, Rhystic Study. Let's see.
Look at that, 92, 164.
What?
God, that's crazy.
It's higher.
55.99.
I guess it's closer than I was thinking. It's
I
closer.
missed that.
It's at 30.
39. Does that say damage?
There's
It
a
says
damage.
damage. We
There's a
can't use
corner.
that.
Okay, I can't use that. Throw it out. There's more damaged ones.
It's $40.95. All right, so we're like $1 difference. What the fuck are we talking about here?
All right, near mint 42. So we're $10 difference. All right, it's closer than I was thinking. I thought it was over 100. I want to see what those damaged ones are. If we could get the pictures of those corners of those cards. That was fantastic.
Look, when you're looking up these prices, it's as surprising to me as it is you. All right, let's admit there.
Oh man, Larry, I miss staple verses. I wish we could do this all the time. It's one of my favorites. All right, do you have more that you want to say? Because we should wrap this up before we get to
I've literally said nothing the whole time. Do you want to pay one?
Yeah. I like that bit. All right, the voting for the finals will be up starting on Wednesday once the podcast goes live. So make sure you guys get on there and vote. That should do it for this long ass episode. It feels like it's an episode from the end of the year time of thing.
Oh, that was a good one though.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
But all right, guys, that should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh wait, I gotta hit this.
I love boobs. I'm talking tatas.
Oh my God, I missed it.
boobs. I'm bunkers.
I did too. It's one of my
That was
favorites.
amazing.
Love boobs. Thanks for the memories.
But it really only works when we're drinking because the ridiculousness of it is just fantastic.
Hey, Meat Force, could you